Shalom, family. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ooh, we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk. You know, one thing I can honestly say, when it comes down to cheating, we don't take it to that level. You know, we don't go there. And besides, we couldn't anyway, because most of our parents don't have $500,000 just sitting around to give to somebody to help us cheat. We didn't have families like that.
No, don't have it like that.
You know, so our kids had to study hard.
No matter what.
Yeah, and get into that college the best that they could. And that's exactly what they did. We did not. We didn't have no we're talking about, I'm going to give somebody thousands of dollars to help you pass that test. I remember when I had to study for my SATs, I went to class all day long. And then after class, we had a program after school for SATs. I went to that program after school every day.
Now you got to tell them how you scored, Lisa.
I got a 1200.
I don't remember what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I probably did. I probably didn't do well on mine.
You know, but you know what? You're not the only one. There, you know, I'm going to go over some of the presidential candidates from the past that did very poorly in college, and it's just going to show you how long this sort of thing has been going on. So some of the things I'm going to show you will shock you. It will shock you.
I ain't gonna be sitting up here lying like these folks is. I ain't living in that world.
Yeah.
These folks love fantasizing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be truthful.
And it just go to show you, even they know how stupid their kids are. You know, it just go to show you they don't require nothing of their kids when they got money. They just get to grow up, do whatever they want. When it comes time for college, they just cheat and do everything they can to get them in there. And they know they're not eligible for being in there. And for years, white people were saying they didn't get in college because of black folks. They tried to put that shit on us.
Oh yeah. I grew up hearing how black folks was just taking everything from them,
right,
and stuff. And the other thing is, them kids knew they was right in on it with their parents, because that's part of the family tradition,
right,
to cheat.
They tried to say the reason why they didn't get in college was because of affirmative action. They tried to put the fact that their kid didn't get in college on black folks, and it was never us. It was their own people doing it. Okay, it was their own people, these rich people that had kids that weren't even smart enough to be in college, paying for a seat and bumping them that probably had better grades. It was never us, but we always were the ones to get blamed.
Oh yeah, that's convenient. Ain't that so fucking convenient?
Always
who y'all gonna blame? Now since it's all out, who they blaming now?
Right.
They got to come up with something.
They gonna go silent, but they tried to put it on Black folks for decades. Every time they failed to accomplish something, it was because of affirmative action, and it was never that. Now you see what the real reason is.
All of a sudden, Facebook and Instagram is down.
Yeah, I bet they are. I bet they are. They said Lori Loughlin's daughter has been getting dragged on Instagram bad all day.
I love it.
She shut down her comment section because people were telling her she should leave college because she didn't deserve to be there, so that somebody that had better grades could be there. So she got mad and shut down her comments.
She said she didn't like school anyway, didn't she say that?
Right.
Right. You talking about juicy? Juicy? Retrograde is whooping y'all ass.
I thank the Most High for retrograde. Boy, you couldn't make this up on your worst day.
Ma'am.
You couldn't make it up.
Juicy.
Isn't it though?
Juicy. To me. Oh, so sweet. I know y'all gonna get sick of me. I can't help it. I can't help it.
No.
At least that dragon this morning was epic.
Yes.
Oh, Lisa, you drug some ass.
Let me look at it. The news have been dragging them all day. They still talking about it.
It's hotter than a firecracker on social media everywhere.
Yeah. A lot of the parents that kids couldn't get in school, they are pissed. But I said, no, your own people did that to you. Y'all.
The white Twitter is going off. They talking about my kids worked hard. That could have been their spot. This is disgusting. A travesty.
Well, it's your people doing it. Yeah. So the way I see it, y'all, let's have a good time with this. Let's milk it dry, y'all. Let's milk it dry. And the next one that comes on the comment section of a Black YouTuber's page talking about fraud, low IQ, trying to tell us, oh, go get a job and all that, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, okay, and accusing us of all kinds of stuff. You just kindly remind them of this incident, and it's going to blow up even more, y'all. It's going to blow up even more. I got a lot to show y'all.
Oh, I can't wait.
I got a lot to show you, and it is going to get real up in here.
Now, you know, first they was talking about them containing it down to 50 people. Well, what little I dug up, over 800 families.
It's going to be more than that.
They're going to be slinging shit back and forth. Folks going to be telling on each other.
And the most beautiful part of it all, y'all, this shit is going out worldwide. It's on foreign news too. Oh yeah.
They said they're having problems over there in America. The land of the milk and the honey.
Ooh, yeah.
The land of the cheat and the fraud.
Oh yes. It's on foreign news, y'all. So this is going out worldwide.
They're on the world stage.
Yes, they are being stripped naked. They couldn't hide this.
Naked. We getting ready to burn your drawers.
Right.
They so dirty, they got to be burned. Ooh, juicy.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is just priceless, y'all. But let's get started.
Okay.
You're gonna have a lot to laugh about tonight. All right. Let me see if I can share my screen. Now, for years, we had to hear about high IQs and how better off these folks were, and they were just so smarter than us. But I went to school with them, and I knew for a fact they weren't smart. I think most of us know that. Yeah, they're shutting down Facebook and Instagram. Yeah,
That ain't gonna help that shit.
they're ashamed. That's why that's happening. They're ashamed, y'all. They are feeling the shame.
The irrational brain doesn't work quite well doing retrograde.
Their irrational brain don't even work on a sunny day. Okay, y'all. Now, y'all remember the black student that was accused of cheating because she studied to get a better SAT score? I sure hope she brings this up again. She really needs to pursue a lawsuit all the way. I really believe because of what's going on, it will definitely make an impact. Okay, because their accusation of her cheating is unfound.
It sure is.
But go ahead.
No, I was just saying there was just no way that she could study hard enough to bring up her scores. I read that article, the first one, when all that went down, and I remember when you did that video, it was insulting. They had her parents had to get hire a law firm to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
there was 2 articles, Lisa, about that. So you got that one.
And Benjamin Crump was her attorney.
Oh Lord. I have another one to send you. That went a little bit deeper than News One. You might want to look at. I'm gonna send it to you right now. I thought I had sent you both of them. Let me see. Let me get this to you real quick. Okay. Oops. Wait a minute. Okay, Lisa, I just sent it to you.
Okay.
It was 2 articles. I felt like the second one was, well, both of them are good, but I felt like the second one was a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that because I definitely want to touch on this a little more.
Okay.
But y'all, I want to show you this. This came out on NPR July 19th, 2010. So they were fully aware of the widespread cheating that was going across this country in college, going on across the country. So they're not shocked over this, and they estimate that 2/3 of the college students are cheating.
And Lisa, there was a 8-year investigation.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Wanted to make sure the family knew.
Now, y'all, look at this. Trump's son-in-law is under scrutiny because college admission scam rekindles scrutiny against Kushner's Harvard acceptance. His family pledged $2.5 million to get him at Harvard. Trump's son-in-law, y'all. Trump's son-in-law. Trump's son-in-law, y'all.
The first Lion family.
Yes. So you get to see just how commonplace it is for these rich families to pay top dollar to get their children into college. So you got Trump's son-in-law, Jared, that have been questioned in the past about how he got into Harvard when he did not even have the grades.
Wow.
He did not have grades good enough to be in Harvard, but he got in there.
Oh, messy, Lisa.
Yeah. And that's a lot of money for your family to pledge to a college. So that money was intended for him to get in there and pass. So as you can see, it's not just the rich families, it's these institutions taking the money and going along with it.
Mhm.
But they're telling your black child they're not good enough to be in there if they don't pass.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's very big. Yeah, Jared's father was a convicted felon. In fact, Chris Christie was the one that put him in jail.
Oh, greasy ass.
Yeah, yes. So
Mhm.
you're going to see people on all levels of life. Not only did they not deserve to be in college, they don't even deserve to be in the position that they're in.
There's a request, Lisa. You got to request. Somebody needs you to say high IQ.
High IQ. High IQ. Now, look, y'all, you remember when Cohen was testifying. Part of his testimony, he said Trump had him threaten his high school and the military academy where he attended Fordham so that they would never reveal his grades. Now, I had read, and this is back when Trump was still a citizen of New York, that his father gave that military academy where Trump went $2 million.
Mm-mm-mm.
$2 million.
Wow.
So this stuff has been going on for decades, y'all. It's
Mhm.
just coming to light in a big way now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, this is huge.
We said something huge was going to happen, and that supermoon ain't kicked in yet.
Mm-hmm. That's next week.
Oh, juicy.
You know, I mean, we're not that far away from that supermoon now.
Mhm.
We're not far away from it at all.
Mhm.
So, you know, Trump did the same thing that we see today because that man don't want no one to see his grades.
Mhm.
Okay, and that says a lot because this just tells you that Trump had no business being in college either. He was not eligible.
Lord.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
He was not eligible to be in college, y'all.
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, you know, these rich people, as you can see, they don't require much from their kids. I guess all they worry about is them getting up in the morning, putting some clothes on, and then do whatever they want.
Mhm. And they have that lie conversation I talked about, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the room lying, and everybody know they lying to each other.
Right. And I believe they're trying to say the kids didn't know what the parents were doing. I
No,
don't believe that for one moment.
no, it's like this. Well, how did you or when did you? That's what while they sitting on the couch trying to come up with a lie. When
Mhm.
did you discover that your child was dumb as fuck?
Yeah.
When did you discover this stuff? And you had a discussion that night because she had that one actress had 2 children, and you wait till your children go to sleep. And you had this discussion with your husband at night. So you know what, honey, both of our daughters are dumb.
Yes.
We're gonna have to come up with something. You know, they just entered kindergarten and they can't recognize the letter A, or the number 1. So make a lot of money because we're gonna have to do what we have to do. 2 of them? You couldn't produce 1?
Mm-hmm.
2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And it's the same way with Felicity Huffman. Her kids, her 2 daughters,
Mhm.
her paying her way, with both of them.
Mhm.
But they said her tape recording goes real deep. That's why she's in more trouble and her husband isn't.
And oh Lord, and the ringleader, you see his face?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he telling on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
because he's looking at jail time.
We need Turin to do a video with the violins.
Mhm.
Oh Lord, come on, Turin,
Mhm.
you gotta come through.
Or do.
Mm-hmm. I seen one of them chicks today. I didn't even recognize that actress on her way to jail.
Uh-huh.
I didn't recognize her. I said,
Huff.
yeah, that one. I said, damn, what do they have to do? Pour a gallon of makeup on her? Where's the glam squad?
Mm-hmm.
That girl was looking jail ready.
Yes, she was. And the thing is, she got hit with a $250,000 bond, but she made bond.
Oh, yeah, they always do.
She made bond. She's not in jail.
Bond your way into school, bond your way out of jail.
Yeah. Yeah. And that Lori Loughlin, she turned herself in. She turned herself in, and I'm sure she's probably out by now.
I know her little daughters really make an impact in Hollywood. That's why I was showing them little beds this morning. And stuff. I'm gonna be unforgiving. I've been affected by the system. So I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. That's my therapy. I'm subject to say anything.
Yeah.
So what you have here, Lisa?
This is the school Trump went to, Fordham, right here on the screen. This is his actual school that he went to. And Cohen said he sent a letter to them warning them of legal consequences if they release Trump's school records. See, like I said, you only do that if you know your grades are bad.
And you're worried.
Yeah. Thank you, Black Rage. Yeah, and you're worried. Exactly.
But if their children are not worried about all of this, or not worried, not partaking in this, why would you worried about your grades?
Right.
What a fraud. Ooh.
Ooh, yes, they are. Now, this is what makes it real hypocritical, because remember, Trump was on Obama to reveal his birth certificate, and he was also demanding to see Obama school records. Now, do you see the hypocrisy here? Now, I am no Obama fan. Thank you, Degrees. Thank you. I am no Obama fan, but do you see the hypocrisy? Trump demanded that he show his school records, and Trump had the nerve to say he didn't believe Obama was a good student. Now look at what Trump is doing.
Boy, this shit then got big. Trump quiet over there?
What is he going to really say, though? I mean, seriously, what is he going to say?
He ain't gonna say a damn thing.
He can't say a damn thing.
I know they done somebody told them reporters, don't you ask Trump about none of that college stuff.
Yeah, because then they got to bring up Jared.
No. We got to deal with America's business. We got to stay focused on what's going on in America now, because there's a lot of things going on in America. You know, that's the only thing that I can focus on. You know what I'm saying? Now your focus thing got right.
Yeah. Yes. I'm telling you. I mean, this thing is huge, y'all. And it's going to get bigger. And I believe it's going to go way beyond 800 people.
Me too. And those top universities. And I just want to throw in there, probably all of the universities was built off our backs.
Yeah, many of them made their money from selling slaves. You know that?
Yeah.
I know.
And the ancestors that showed up, they smiling on the other side. Ooh.
University of Pennsylvania financed their university by selling off 5 slaves. They had the money to build the university after that. Okay. Yeah, you know, you can tie all of these universities back to slavery. Every last one. But, you know, you see the hypocrisy in these folks. How the hell is Trump's dumbass, who we know he didn't pass no Ivy League school because he sound like somebody from the damn hood. Okay. In fact, I would say somebody from the hood sounds smarter than him.
Yep. We already have mentioned the girl. I see a bunch of y'all saying it. Y'all coming in
Yeah,
about
y'all
the one
coming
with
in
that.
late. We already talked about her. We're going to talk about her again, though. We're going to touch on that again.
Damn, Lisa, you got a lot of windows up. Damn.
Yeah. George W. Bush. George W. Bush, another one, his parents paid to get him into Harvard. Y'all remember this?
I do.
Okay. George W. Bush got, I think he got a D in Harvard, but most of the time he got C's. So he was not a good student. He averaged between 71 and 73%. And he got a 70 in sociology. Okay, you're not going to get into no Naval Academy or anything like that with those kind of grades that he had. But again, that's another one. As soon as he opens his mouth, you know damn well, he was not.
They lying on this article. They
Was
lying on this article. They talking about he got them solid C's. Who did that for him?
Yeah,
He ain't did that shit. He majored in cheerleading in college.
Mm-hmm. He didn't get no good grades. And here's another one: the presidential candidates. This is Rick Perry. Niggerhead.
I never heard of. I heard of Rick Perry, but I never heard of that term.
Texas.
He used the term niggerhead.
Yeah, he had a sort of like a resort, and it was called Niggerhead. It's something that was passed down in his family.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah. And the presidents and everybody go there to visit. They go to visit Niggerhead. So he went to Texas A&M. Again, terrible grades. He got an F in chemistry, a D in economics, a C in gym. Now, how the hell do you get a C in gym?
A C in gym?
How do you get a C in gym? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no.
Gym. He got a C in gym, a D in something on his transcript called meats.
You ain't even trying. Everybody got an A in gym.
Right. That was the easiest grade. That was the easiest grade you got.
That was hilarious to me how they even had their kids have fake pictures up like they part of the sports too in college.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, this is
why
hilarious.
they were doing that? Because if they got accepted for sports, they got a free scholarship. They didn't have to pay another dime all through college.
Oh, they dirty.
Mm-hmm. That's why they did that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bush was a drunk back then.
Oh yeah, I knew about that. Because I heard they interviewed one of his college roommates, and they said that's all he did was stay plastered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they said he hardly ever showed up for class.
Mm-hmm. And then it was a period in his life he just completely disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they just filled in the blanks.
Mm-hmm. So you can see this pay to college when you come from a rich family, very common. Now, this next person got bad grades. That's Al Gore. Al Gore did very bad in class.
Get the hell out of here. Oh, Lisa, you didn't brought up the list?
Mm-hmm. Al Gore, he was not the smartest student. He went to Harvard, and apparently he got bad grades. He got a D, a C minus, 2 C's, C plus, B minus, okay, while he was in school.
You know what, Lisa, I was just thinking of, my oldest son that just finished college, all his grades would be mailed here to the house.
Mm-hmm.
He maintained a B average all through college.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he had to work hard. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something?
So wow. Al Gore got a D in natural sciences. Al Gore, that's right. So you know what? If you don't have the grades to be in the college, so the position that you're in, technically you don't belong in that position. You didn't earn it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be shocked at the people you look at they didn't do well in school at all, but they still were in these Ivy League schools. So here you go. You got Bush again. And it says that his Yale grades were mediocre. Bush grades averaged around 77%, and he received 1D. And that was in an astronomy course. He got a D. John Kerry was a bad student.
What?
John Kerry was a bad student. He was another one that got into Yale. See, these all come from rich families, y'all.
I'm looking at the connection.
From rich families. So, like Bush, John Kerry attended Yale. He got really rotten grades, particularly during his freshman year. As a Yale freshman, Kerry ran up D's. See, these rich kids don't apply themselves. They don't have to. They don't worry about nothing because their families are giving all these big donations to the college to ensure that they pass, regardless to what grade they get.
Wow.
So y'all can see how common it is. This has been going on, long before this happened. But yes, John Kerry got D's in Yale. And he got D's in geology, 2 in history, and political science. He got a D in, but he ended up becoming a senator. Okay? He got a D in political science. See that? You never know, right? Dan Quayle. Now, nobody should be shocked that he did bad in school, right? Okay, nobody should be. Okay, so he went to DePaul University. Quayle grades were so lousy that he wouldn't ordinarily have been able to earn admission into Indiana University law, but he secured a spot thanks to an equal opportunity program. In other words, somebody got him in there. Although he didn't deserve to be there, his grades were lousy. Okay. In fact, George W. Bush would not allow anybody to get Dan Quayle's grades to show. And they were running together as presidential candidate and vice president. George W. Bush blocked anyone from getting Dan Quayle's grades. Okay. Now, again, what would be the reason for that? You know, he didn't deserve to even be in DePaul University or the Indiana University Law School. You know, he didn't deserve to be there.
I refuse to release my high school transcript.
Yep. George Herbert Walker Bush Sr. got lousy grades in school, y'all. Lousy grades. George H.W. Bush defended his eventual vice president and revealed a bit of his own classroom struggle. In other words, he sucked in school. I refused to release my high school transcript because I failed chemistry.
Lord. You know what, Lisa? I was thinking the other day, we were talking on your channel, and the last 2 years of high school, I made the honor roll, and I had to struggle. Shit. And I couldn't cheat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my high school transcript. Maybe I can request it online. And I still got my certificates. You know how you got your little high school scrapbook and stuff?
Yeah.
I still got those little honor roll certificates.
Yeah. I have a lot of mine too.
I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. If you don't give up, you can do it. They don't even fucking try. That's what I don't like. You don't try.
They don't require nothing of their kids. That's why they go to school and do so poorly. They don't require nothing of them.
Yeah. So okay.
Money is supposed to remedy everything.
So what they doing in college and high school and college?
See, it's to go on a resume, and then they will land a job they really shouldn't have because they got
everything is doctored. Everything is doctored up. Everything is doctored up.
Everything.
They have a whole department for that shit. They don't even have to say my child is stupid. They already just know what to do.
Yeah. Okay. So George Herbert Walker Bush got an F in chemistry. John McCain would not even release his grades when he was running against Barack Obama. He refused to release his transcripts. He wouldn't do it.
Oh, look at that down there.
Look how far he ranked. His grades were so poor, John McCain, that in his graduating class of 899 students, he ranked at 894.
Wow. You can't get no lower.
Yeah. So he was a horrible student. Horrible. But aren't these the same ones talking about they got high IQs?
And
these are the same ones.
And hold our feet to the fire. Demand that you pull yourself up out of bootstraps.
Right.
Always suspecting somebody cheating.
But as you can see, they cheat all through school, get through with lousy grades, and still graduate from an Ivy League school. Now, if you and I had grades that looked like that, they would have put you out. Okay, you would have got thrown out of school.
Wow.
Joe Biden got bad grades in school.
Lord, Lisa, you wearing me out.
Joe Biden did so badly in school. And again, another one that went to an Ivy League school. By all accounts, Biden wasn't the world's greatest student, but he made up for his academic shortcomings with sheer likability. In other words, he was probably like a class clown, making people laugh.
Just like Bush
they let him get by.
Just like Bush #2. He always was the class clown, cracking jokes, clowning.
Yes. Okay. So because he had that kind of personality, they just let him go, despite the fact his grades were horrifying. All right. So Joe Biden ranked at 506 out of a class of 688. And that was at the University of Delaware in 1965. But despite the fact that he did so poorly in school, his professor, nepotism, y'all, recommended law school on the grounds that he had a great personality. I didn't know that you passed school on a great personality.
Wow. That sounds like influenza.
Yeah, affluenza. Yeah.
Affluenza.
Yes, it sure does. Okay, so this professor recommended law school for him, although he was not even eligible for law school.
Wow.
So when he got in law school, he didn't do well in law school either. He came in at 76 out of a class of 85. Okay. So he did horrible in law school, and he went to Syracuse. He admitted to plagiarizing in his first year of law school.
Wow.
And you know what? They didn't take his degree away. I wonder why, True Royal. Why do you think they didn't take his degree away?
Somebody has some money someplace.
Yeah. See? Look, they didn't even let David Clark get away with that, right? But they let Joe Biden get away with it. He admitted he plagiarized during his whole first year of law school. But again, the dean recommended him for a job based on confidence and physical appearance. And general speaking ability.
Damn.
So things that had nothing to do with grades, that's what they kept boosting him over. Now that's white privilege right there.
Like Queen of Spades, his degree was already paid for.
Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot of people that
Mhm.
did not do well in school.
So was this article, oh, that was back in September 11th.
2011. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So in many cases, y'all, they already know about this, but it's just being spoken about
Mhm.
today. But as you can see, this has been going on for many, many years.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh no, that all of these, everybody I showed you got through school, not because they were smart, not because they had good grades, but white privilege. White privilege. Oh man. So there go Felicity.
Ooh, look at her. Yeah. Don't she look wrong? Ooh.
Yeah, she does.
Mhm. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't recognize. I said, "Who the fuck is that?" I had to read the
Looks
name
like
on the
an old
bottom.
hag, don't she?
Uh-huh. Your ass is busted.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Where's the glam Scott? You don't have no lips.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You know, you got to put a gallon of makeup on these women to make them look halfway decent.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Where's
mean,
your
cheating is common. Oh, they made Lori Laughlin's bail $1 million. Yeah, she gave a $500,000 for her two dumb daughters.
mm, 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 mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I think if, I don't think these women will go to jail, but if they did, Lori would definitely get the longer sentence.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to go to jail. If they go to jail, I will be shocked.
Mhm.
I think they're going to negotiate and find a way to give them a very small sentence. It
Mhm.
may be just probation.
Mhm.
And no, because how look, we already know the system is rigged up.
Mhm.
And this just let us know the educational system is just as rigged up as anything else in America.
Mhm.
And look, America don't like to punish white folks. I'm sorry, but
They sure don't.
I'm telling
And
you.
they trying to come up with a gimmick right now. Say, "God, we gotta come up with something."
Hmm.
It ain't nothing y'all can come up with. Nothing.
No.
Your kids is dumb.
Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, I mean, look, the system is rigged up for them. We know we've seen them commit murders and walk out of a courtroom and go home. We'll
Mhm.
see them commit a murder and get sentences like Jason.
Mm.
You know what Jason I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
3.5 years for pumping 16 bullets in a child.
Mm, mm, mm.
Jason Van Dyke,
Yep.
you know?
Y'all ain't got away with shit.
Mhm.
Mm, mm,
See,
mm.
that's what America does. Now, we know these women should be severely punished, but
Mhm.
just knowing how they handled all of the other cases that we've seen, I don't believe they're going to be harsh with these women
Mm-mm.
because
Mm.
of who and what they are. I know the DOJ said, we are going to treat them like
Yeah.
anyone else. No, they're not.
No, they full of shit
No,
because
they're not.
I was thinking about it don't take no 8 fucking years to study this, you know?
Mhm.
People that graduated from college and all of that stuff. Why they doing they studying?
Right.
They so full of shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what investigating, excuse me, investigating, you know.
Yeah. They don't like doing anything to them.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I've seen it. I've seen them do it at work. I've seen them mess up major at work, and it looked like they were gonna cry if they had to punish that person. But Lord, let us make a mistake. They get giddy. Let everybody know what's
Yep.
going on.
Yep. Hmm.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
We had a couple of cases around here where I live where people had to sue these jobs because they would write up the black employees, but white employees that were doing the same thing, they wouldn't write them up. And
mhm,
there were quite a few lawsuits back in the day over that.
mhm,
People said it was discriminatory practices. One woman got cited for being late, but there were several white people in her same department that were coming in late every day. They didn't get written up.
Mm-hmm.
They just wrote up the black woman, and she sued them. She sued them over that.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's the American way.
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, apparently affirmative action is for the ones that are rich with dumb children.
Mm-hmm.
Al Gore created the internet. No, he didn't create the
No,
internet.
he did not.
No.
No, he did not.
You see, he barely got through college.
Mm-hmm. And he created the internet? Oh, please.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, looking at this, it's hard to believe they created anything. And I think that's what the Most High is showing us.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what
You're right about that, Lisa.
I think that's what he's showing us. He was like, look at the level that these people will cheat at. Does this look like inventors to you? Hell no.
No. Mm-mm.
I'm serious, y'all. In the comment section, does this seem like these people are inventors?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. It all, like you were saying, on the plantations, they didn't do nothing. All they did was beat the hell out of us. They was beating on us, killing us, screwing us. It was doing something negative.
Right.
And stuff. And then I was listening to one of those slave narratives, Lisa, when the Civil War came in, a lot of them white folks abandoned them plantations and left the slaves there and everything. We just kept running them and didn't say shit.
Right.
Yeah, because they felt like, something about to happen. Something acquired of us. So let's get to going.
Right. Many of them migrated north. That's what they did. They left out of the South, migrated north, and usually it was the house slave. They left in charge and they just signed over the deed, because that's what happened with my grandmother's side of the family. The plantation owner signed the deed over to him.
Damn.
My uncle was not my uncle, my grandmother's great grandfather was a house slave.
Mm-hmm.
He was light skinned, so he got to be in the house. They left the plantation and everything to him, signed the deed over to him, and they left out of the South. All of those people were the ones that migrated north.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Well, it was nothing they could do. They lost the war.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing they could do. So many of them, rather than sit down there, they just left.
Yeah, they got up and ran. That's like when you expose them on YouTube with your cell phone, shut down your social media.
Yeah.
Running. Same behavior.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But this is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're gonna go after Trump's son-in-law.
Yeah,
because they're fully aware of that $2.5 million his family pledged to Harvard.
Oh, it's so many investigations around them. Damn.
Mm-hmm. And they said his parents were among the top donors.
Oh, I see it up there, Lisa. I see it up there.
Mm-hmm.
About his over there in the news feed up here.
Yeah.
About his son-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think that's going to come out.
Wow.
Bring it out. I want to hear it all. Bring it out.
Yeah.
Come on, you've seen his son-in-law. Does he seem like Harvard material to you?
No. Mm-mm.
Hell no.
Look who he married.
Yeah, Ivanka.
Yeah, and they made children too. Lord. Why did y'all do that? Supposed to have no kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So the average parents, they don't like what's going on. That's why you see all that mess going on out in Twitter with them fighting among each other. There's a lot of fights going on the internet, y'all. There's a lot of fighting going on over this. Especially the ones their kids couldn't get in the school of their choice. Oh, they're fuming mad today.
Yeah, and they have every right to be pissed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely want to talk about the black girl that was told she was cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the worst part about that? They didn't have no proof that she cheated. They went by some kind of system they use, flagged her, you know, and that's what caused the whole controversy on her SAT scores.
Well, now I see why they were so alarmed, because there is no way anybody could get these kind of scores, and we all cheated. So the
Right,
very person accused her of cheating was the fucking cheater.
right, right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, that's what be tripping them out. Oh, they're smarter than me, and I got this position.
Mm-hmm. And the
Mm-hmm.
colleges are firing a lot of people now. The coaches and everything that took these non-athletic kids on scholarship, the colleges, all these universities are firing them now.
Mm-mm-mm. Y'all can do all that firing y'all want. That still ain't gonna cover up y'all shit.
No, no. And what's going to come out of this are lawsuits. Now you watch, it's going to be a lot of parents that kids didn't get in there, but they had the grades and didn't get into these schools. They're going to start suing. It's going to spark lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to just quietly go away.
It's just too big.
Yeah, I think a lot of these parents are going to sue the kids that didn't get in there and should have gotten in there. The parents are going to sue these universities. Bring it on. Bring it on. I want to see all of this.
Mm-hmm. Remember when I was talking about let's even the playing field? Let's everybody start, fair and square at ground level.
Yes.
Watch who naturally will take over.
Yes. Exactly.
They can't do it. They can't do it fair and square and stuff.
Mm.
This is big. This is really exposed Esau. We're gonna be seeing white folks having meltdowns in the streets of America, because it won't be nothing eventually rigged up in their favor. They're gonna have to start shoulder to shoulder with us. Watch they have them fucking meltdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're going to have meltdowns online. You know what they're going to start doing? They're going to start that individual stuff. Oh, well, that's not all white people. All white people didn't do that. That's what they're going to start doing. But me, I look at it this way. If this was black students that did this, you would be blaming the whole black race.
Lord, the world would end.
Mm-hmm.
The world would end.
So I'm going to blame all of them for it. Why not? They do it to us.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be judged like that, then don't do that to other people.
All what we've been seeing for the last few weeks, dragging our men all on the world stage. This shit with Jesse Smollett, they bring out the top brass. Now you can't film nobody in Chicago. You can't do this, you can't do that and stuff. What y'all gonna do about this?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know what right is. It ain't even in you.
Well, you figure if they got all that money to pay schools off, why not pay a tutor and educate your kids? That just going to show you they don't want their kids to lift a finger.
Yeah, they had a tutor, Lisa. The tutor was in there screwing a child.
Probably right.
Mm-hmm, that's what they do. That's the only thing I know they do. They good at doing that.
Wow.
When you think about it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the number one student in America, and you're not going to catch them cheating, are Nigerians. Nigerian students outperform both white and Asian students. Always have.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the hidden secret in America.
They come from royal stock.
Mm-hmm. These Nigerians are top dog when it comes down to being a student in America.
All that melon, our lineage.
Mm-hmm. Right. And many of them come from disadvantaged families, but they come here to America and they do outstanding in school.
Might be in a dirt hut with a candle.
Mm-hmm.
and still outperform. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
That was something my father told me when he went over to synagogue. He went twice. He said just about everybody he bumped into had a degree. They were dirt poor, but
Mm-hmm.
they were well educated.
Yes. Yes. And that's the way it is in Nigeria.
Mhm.
And they said when you go over to Nigeria, the kids are very enthusiastic about school.
Mhm.
They love school,
Yes.
you know? So when they come over here to attend college, they always rank number one.
Mhm. Yeah, my
Nigerian students were ranking number one even back in the day when I was in college. They were ranking as number one.
my daughter I send my daughter to synagogue also, Lisa, for 3 weeks, and she said that she spent time because they have girls schools and boys schools, and she said the one thing that she noticed was how respectful and polite everyone, and like you were saying, they wanted to learn. They
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. And it says right in the article, Nigerian immigrants have the highest level of education in this city and nation, surpassing white and Asians, according to census data, bolstering
Mhm.
by the analysis of 13 annual Houston area surveys conducted by Rice University.
Mhm.
So there you go.
You know what it made me think of, Lisa, earlier today about all of this? This is nothing more than preparing them what has already been prophesied that they have to serve us. So
Mm-hmm.
it's already in the works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first stages of it. I was thinking about that. I said, "Oh, the exposure." Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
And it's like ain't nobody gonna, it's gonna make you really look at them doctors like LVZ was saying and them dentists and stuff. Shh.
Yeah. Because they don't deserve to be there.
Mm-mm.
They didn't work for that. They cheated their way through school.
And then, the other thing we were talking about, how they didn't pay them student loans back, and it's in the trillions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
Mhm,
What some of y'all may not remember, may not know, is that student loan debt is $1 trillion. That
mhm.
just go to show you how many people are not paying back their student loans.
They
It's
had no
$1
intent to pay it.
trillion dollars
Mhm,
of unpaid student loans in America.
mhm,
That's a lot of damn money. That just go to show you it is probably the majority of the students that's not paying it back.
mhm. Yeah,
When you see numbers that high,
yeah,
you know, and I can imagine many of the foreign students, they just get on a plane and fly home. They don't pay America nothing.
yeah, and yeah, just disappear.
Hmm.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm,
there's a lot of foreign. It was a lot more back in the day. I don't think as many of them don't come anymore. I mean,
mm-mm,
there are still some foreign students, but it don't seem to be quite as many.
mm-mm. America is doomed.
Mhm. We're just stuck with these high IQ phonies.
Mhm,
Oh, phony ass people. Hmm. So, although they make up a tiny portion of the US population, a whopping 17% of all Nigerians in this country held master's degree, while 4% had doctorates, according to the 2006 American Community Survey conducted by the US Census Bureau.
mhm.
In addition, 37% had bachelor's degrees. So the average Nigerian, the bulk of them have bachelor's degree, and then 17% have masters and 4% have doctorates.
Here's my
But it's
number.
very it's very rare for you to run into a Nigerian in this country and they don't have a degree. That's
Mm-mm.
almost impossible. I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating that at all.
That's wonderful.
If you run into Nigerians in America, they have degrees.
Mhm.
Your doctor is from Nigeria?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Brenda told me she has a Nigerian doctor over in the UK.
Oh, okay.
She says a lot of them over there.
Yeah, they're the smartest over there.
Yeah.
But you can see this is what America hides. You know, they only want to show you white folks on the forefront, but it's not reality of what's going on in these universities.
Yeah, it's the true backbone of America. A bunch of frauds, fakes, cheaters, scammers.
Right. And it just go to show you Black people were always the only ones qualified to run this earth. And when you see the Nigerians, that's the proof right there. We're really the only group of people qualified to run the world.
And somebody said here, I had a white counselor tell me to be a hairdresser, no offense to hairdressers, and got my BA in biology. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised by that. Remember, even in the movie Malcolm X, if you remember, what did they tell him? Oh, go be a carpenter. Remember that?
Yeah, remember I was telling you that Chinese counselor told my daughter, not just my daughter, the other Black girls, don't set your standards so high. And she even mentioned the hairdressing thing.
Oh boy! And as much as Asians cheat, she didn't need to say anything. And the reason why they allow Asians to cheat is money. Their families pay a lot of money to the universities, so they pretty much let the Asians do what they want, and that's really the biggest reason why.
So I guess they're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna expose them too. You know how Esau is. We'll put everybody in.
Yeah, they won't go down alone. They'll drag the Asians with them, right? And East Indians, the Asian and the East Indians and Arabs are another ones that cheat.
Yeah, because they do outpace them in businesses and salaries and everything. So yeah, they'll have a resentment with that. But they always saying it was us.
Right. They always accused us. If we got into college, it was affirmative action. Then they claim you weren't smart enough to be there. And look at who's really not smart enough to be there.
Yep.
Okay. Boy, these short 24 hours have revealed everything.
And it's so sweet. I'm telling you, let me see. Today is the 13th.
Yes.
March, we ain't hit that 90-day mark yet, Lisa.
No.
Jeez.
I know. Isn't it amazing with all the stuff that has happened?
What's going to happen after the supermoon? That's what I want to know.
After the supermoon, I don't know. We may have to run for our lives. We may have to run for our damn lives, man.
Ooh-wee.
It just seems like after the blood moon, things got bad. After the supermoon,
I keep saying something big gonna happen. Is it gonna be something bigger than this?
Yeah, I would imagine it would be, especially if they're involved in it. Yeah.
I wonder what else is cooked up behind the scenes.
I don't know, but I said at the end of 2018, 2019 was going to be one hell of a year. It was going to be a real interesting year.
You said it was going to move fast, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe everything. Now, remember, we came into this year on the government shutdown.
Sure did.
How we came. That's how we started the year.
Unstable.
And then after the government reopened, that was like at the very end of January, leading into February. And then you remember, and they're saying people still aren't paid.
Oh yeah, no. You remember I was telling you I was looking on. I happened to stumble on Facebook. I didn't know that they have like a little equivalent to a garage sale.
Yes.
Folks are selling shit left and right trying to get their bills paid. They selling TVs, flat screen TVs.
Yep.
They selling all kind of shit out of their house. So, people ain't stable on their feet here in America. you know, and we can't leave out the shootings. You know, they still been shooting each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they still been drugging. They can't make no babies.
Yeah.
You know, none of that ain't stopped.
Yeah.
That's just icing on the cake.
Look, I did a story on Hungary. Hungary wants to buy them cars, pay their mortgage, and give them tax breaks if they would just have babies. And
Damn.
they still can't have babies. They've been offering money to European women forever now, and they still can't make babies. So you know it is something way deeper. It's a physical thing. They cannot have any more children.
So you say they say what they was gonna get him again?
They were going to buy them a car. I did a video on this yesterday. They were going to buy them a car in Hungary. They're going to buy the women, you know, cars. They're going to buy, pay their mortgage, and give them a tax break for the Hungarian people to have babies.
Boy, it's time to get pregnant. Black folks will be having babies everywhere.
They can't have babies.
Lord.
They can't get pregnant. Come on. Europe has been offering money for a couple of decades now.
When you were over there, was it like that?
Yes.
Lord, Lisa.
When I was in Germany, there were empty houses all over the economy that nobody was living in. There were tons of empty houses in Germany that nobody was living in.
Well, you know, they're closing down schools in San Francisco, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They didn't close down even if all the schools, elementary, junior high, and some high schools.
No population. They don't need all these schools open anymore. See, they're afraid to tell us the truth. They're afraid.
Don't believe the hype, because I've been thinking about this, my royal family, about gentrification. What they gonna gentrify? Lisa already done showed you all them school. What, over 5,000 stores been closed down?
Mm-hmm.
So there ain't no gentrification popping off. There ain't nobody in the neighborhoods. And when they build those malls and those stores and stuff, they ain't thinking about us.
No, they're not.
Catering to their people.
Mm-hmm.
Hell with us. You know, we don't possibly want to go shop and eat fresh vegetables and fruit and all of that. That's just for them.
You know, back in 2017, they announced in New Jersey that the Black and Hispanic kids are now the biggest children in public schools.
Mm-hmm.
And the white children are really the smallest percentage in the public schools now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, someone said, oh, well, maybe they moved to private school. It ain't that many white kids in private school.
No, they haven't. Because I live in snow country where I'm living at, and right down the street is a private school, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
It's full of Afghans. I ain't seen a white kid yet. When you started talking about this stuff, I ain't seen no white babies. No, I said, wait a minute, I gotta pay attention. And the last time I seen a white baby was 2 weeks ago. Me and my husband went to eat at a Mexican restaurant, and I seen a white lady getting her baby in the car. She had a hand baby, and I said, oh, there's a white baby. And I said, oh, you know, I'm really paying attention now, because at first I wasn't tripping off the white people like that.
Yeah.
But that private school down the street from me have no white kids.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Yeah, I mean, the population of white kids in New Jersey has shrunk a lot. You don't see nowhere near as many. Now, when you go past the elementary school, you'll see a bunch of Black and Latino children, and you'll see a few white kids sprinkled in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it looks around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a desert. I remember when I was growing up as a child, Lisa, we would all be outside playing, having a ball.
Yes, you're right. You're right. That's why they're promoting swirling. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to do them any good, because our genes always dominate everything.
Yeah, and with the swirling stuff, how many swirling elderly couples do you see? You know, that they really hang in there for the long haul?
None. You know why? I did an article, yeah, I think it was back in 2018. It said the average couple, interracial couple, where it's a white woman and a black man, the average length that they stay married is 10 years. They said after 10 years, it falls apart.
Yeah, they get tired of screwing each other. I'm just keeping it real. I know I can be real raw, but that's what it is. They get tired of each other. They want something new.
Yeah. Yeah. So they said that the black woman with a white man, that tends to last longer. But whenever it's the other way around, the wife is white and the man is black, it doesn't go beyond 10 years. That's usually the track record.
That skin start hanging off of her behind. Them wrinkles kick in.
Yeah, like we were talking about Mary Jo Letourneau.
Yeah. with that little boy. I don't know what was the age difference. I never knew the age difference.
She was in her 30s, and I think he was only 13.
Yeah, I think she was 37 and he was 13.
Yeah.
He left her wrinkled ass.
He left her.
Young stuff.
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. I said that back when it first hit the news about her screwing him and he was only 13. I said, as soon as he reaches 18 and he started looking at them little young girls around him, he ain't going to want her no more. And didn't he ditch her ass?
He sure did. She was trying to hold up too, but like my husband said, it ain't even dark enough in the room. It ain't enough paper bags to put over her head. I said, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
He said, just our imagination, skin hanging off ass. I need a tight ass. I said,
looking at that wrinkly bitch in the bed next to him, he was like, you can't tell me a young guy like that. I said, every time they probably went in public, he was scoping on all them young girls because that's really what he wanted.
Brenda, no, you did not say that. Brenda Hill. Oh my God. I'm done. Oh my God. She said, Brenda said, yep, because her coochie shrinks up. Oh Lord, have mercy. My side hurt badly.
Oh no.
Oh, we could be unforgiving in that area too.
Yeah.
Shooting the dozens.
There was
Lord Maud. Yes.
Yeah. There was so much. There's only so much KY jelly you can use,
Oh my goodness.
He probably looked at them old wrinkled up titties and he was like, God damn, I gotta get out of here.
Don't let her get cold. She'll turn gray on them.
And he's like, I'm in my prime age, and I'm with some old wrinkled up white woman.
Sisters hit their prime around about 45 and stuff. I was reading about that in some black magazine a long time ago. Boy, we should be very thankful who we are, because we ain't falling apart like that.
Yeah, because I would imagine she probably was in her 50s when he left.
I used to hear white boys on the job say, "Oh, my wife turned 40. I'm changing her in for 2 20s."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, I said it didn't take him long to grow up and realize he made a mistake.
He said, I gotta go. I can't do it. She said, oh, please, just one more round. No. Yes.
Oh man. I'm not.
Lisa said that August Dream. She said that.
Yeah, I'm sure he got tired of KY jelly. Shrinking for JJ, and it needs KY jelly. Nah, he wasn't into that.
Yeah, Angela Bassett does look good at 60. She's slamming.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Dried up ass white.
Now, the smartest child over in Britain is a 2-year-old African child.
Go figure.
A 2-year-old African child.
Oh, they got her in the Mensa Club too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my grandfather was in the Mensa Club.
So, as you can see, y'all, we smarten up at a young age. 2 years old. The smartest kid in the world. 2 years old. The smartest family in Britain. Nigerian family.
Oh, wow.
This came out 2016. This family was labeled the smartest in Great Britain.
Amazing.
Yeah. Where's the high IQ people, y'all? Where's the high IQ?
Shoot, promote your folks.
Where is the high IQ people, y'all? Y'all see them here? They are missing. Yeah, nice looking family. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Yes. What they call them, the Wonder Twins.
Yeah. But yes, smartest family in Great Britain. Quite frankly, them white folks over in Britain, they sound horrible when they speak. I don't like their accent.
I know.
I don't care for their accent at all.
Child, you think about that. That's true. You think about child only been here 2 years and smart as a whip.
Yep.
Child was thinking in the womb.
Now, if you have to put white students and Asians side by side, what happens is by the time the Asian students hit the 5th grade, they pass the white students. So, in other words, y'all, the Asians are just better at cheating than white students. That's really what it boils down
to. True.
They're better at cheating. That's why they sail right past them. And like you were talking about earlier, Lori Loughlin's daughter was on there and said she didn't really care about school.
That ain't gonna change shit with your dumb ass.
And then she came back on after the backlash and she said she was sorry.
You sure is. You are sorry. You are sorry. Because you know, I don't allow that word on my channel. Sorry. Yeah. You sorry.
So all she did was look forward to game night and college parties. That's all she was concerned about. Screw school. She meant that mess.
Yeah, she meant that. And what jock she could run down for the night.
She meant every word of it. Like you said, her 2 daughters look like hoes.
They is. I mean, you and your husband lay up and produce 2 of them?
Yes.
Oh, they had that discussion one night. They said both of them dumb.
Yeah. They don't care that their kids are dumb. This is why they're going to put up money and make sure they get into Ivy League schools that they don't belong in.
So they already up on the top, even questioning, will they be expelled from school? Oh, you know what they're gonna do?
They should be.
They're gonna go straight in hiding because they can't take the scrutiny.
You know what would be the smart thing for the schools to do? Pull all of those students out that are in there that shouldn't be there. Make them take an SAT test on the spot. Because they're not going to pass it. And then we got a leg to stand on. They didn't pass the test. We got to let them go. That's what I would do.
I would just like to be there that day at the center while they testing.
Yeah.
And they falling out and hyperventilating.
And they already said there's also something they're looking into. What about all the degrees these rich kids have that really shouldn't have them? So you don't know what's going to happen. They could revoke all of those degrees.
You're right, S. Perry. No, they didn't have a problem taking Cosby's degrees.
Right?
You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Well, today, Kellyanne Conway from
Oh
the
no.
White House made a statement. She was
Oh.
Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman
Oh,
for trying to pay their way, the children's way through
this
college because they were dumb.
this is about to be classic.
Now,
I know
Kellyanne Conway, and I didn't know this about her, she had 4 kids.
she a dingbat.
Yeah. Yeah, she and her husband George, they got 4 kids.
She had with that dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me leave that alone. All right.
Yeah, she got a weird looking husband.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, he is a funny looking dude. But yeah, they got 4 kids.
We gonna see what their kids look like. Yeah.
You want to see what her kids look like? So you want to you deciding to scare us tonight, right?
You know what? Somebody then broke out of jail up the hill. It must be one of those snot-nosed white boys. There's too many helicopters around this neighborhood.
Oh, really?
Every once it's a juvenile hall way up the hill from me, from John George Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And that's where they asked
Barbecue
Bobby
Becky. Yeah. Are you from John George, the mental hospital, huh? Yeah,
and there's people don't know there's a juvenile hall behind it. But when you hear the helicopter way too long,
right.
somebody then escaped.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
She looks like a female Beavis. She does, Christopher. That's true. That's true. Kellyanne, ugh.
Yeah, and her husband can't stand Trump. He let it be known almost daily.
Yeah. Yeah. I got something funny to show y'all. Y'all ready for this? We're gonna get back on the topic though, but
You got kids.
y'all ready?
Shit.
Hmm?
I'm looking at their kids. Oh wait, she did the thing with him.
Mhm.
Oh, this poor lady. Well, both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I had heard about her having 4 kids recently. And I'm like, she got 4 kids?
Yeah. She was popping them out.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Okay, yeah, I see them.
Let me check on my computer to see if these suckers didn't escape from jail.
All right, y'all. I got something real funny to show y'all. Hey, Loretta, you came up here, girl.
Hi, Loretta.
All right. I got something real funny. Let me get this ready.
Yesterday, Loretta was, had a lot to say about that catnip.
Yeah, he sure did. All right, y'all. Y'all gonna get a good kick out of this. Asians are wearing our hairstyle.
Oh Lord, Lisa,
don't
know. Well, you get your hair braided.
Uh-huh. Asians are wearing. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. All right, hold on. Look at this.
Right. Oh, you got a fro.
Yeah. You know what they do? They put a bunch of little rods in their hair and they dry it and it comes out like that.
Damn.
I saw the way they did it.
We can't have nothing to ourselves. Huh?
They can't. Even the Asians are trying to culture appropriate us, y'all.
You know what you see up a lot up here? You see a lot of white people in dreadlocks, and I call them shit locks.
Mm-hmm.
They like to lock up their hair. That shit looks so nasty. You think something's gonna jump out of it.
Mm-hmm. But this is what they're doing with their hair now, trying to copy us.
Can't nothing to ourselves.
Oh no, it gets worse, y'all. Hold on. They actually go to the salon over in China to get their hair done like this.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I knew something was going on.
What's that?
In my town, somebody been shooting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I keep hearing a lot of helicopters. It's getting intense. It's a shooting right down the hill from me.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. They have their little outbreaks. You know, I'm in snow country. Somebody done went off.
All right, y'all, look at this picture.
Oh, look at Bonquisha.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
An Asian Bonquisha. An Asian one.
Ling ting tong. Quisha. I love you a long time. Like when they say that shit tickles me.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh man. Look at that.
Wow. We want to act. Okay.
Woo, they can't let us have nothing, y'all. They can't
let us go, like you said, Lisa. They want us around.
Mm-hmm.
We're irresistible.
They can't resist copying our style. They just can't let us do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Esau.
Oh, it is?
Yep. Got his picture. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, they are copying our style, y'all.
Mm-mm-mm. Wow. I'm gonna have to go see that process because I've seen them do shit like this before.
Mm-hmm. Boy, it is just amazing at what length they will go through just to look like us. Mm-hmm. They will go overboard just to get that look.
I'm not surprised, Lisa. Oh, please. Lord have mercy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Felicia Tang.
Felicia Tang.
Felicia Tang.
And you know what I was thinking last night? Oh Lord, Lisa. She got the dookie braids.
Yep.
Ugh.
Woo, y'all. Yeah, she went there. She went there.
She sure did. She went there. Yeah, she sure did. Dookie braids. Y'all make me sick.
Ming Lee Jackson. You're right. Yeah. This is how they do it, y'all. See the rods in his hair?
Uh-huh.
Those cold, yeah. See those? They roll their hair up and then they dry it and keep the rods in until it's completely dry. And when they take it out, then they can pick out a fro.
Oh Lord.
That's how they do it.
Mhm.
Everybody is culture appropriating us. Everybody.
Yep.
Okay. Ming Chi Foxy Brown.
Oh no. Oh girl, you need to stop. These folks are something else.
Mhm. Jackie Chan's mother. Oh, well, you know what, James? Everybody is always copying everything we do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But y'all won't cheat your way to the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no cheating up in there. You know somebody gonna try to slide up in that joint.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I ain't even worried about that at all.
Mm-hmm. A ninja fro.
Ooh, her shit look messy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hers look kind of sloppy looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's just kind of repeating. And here's a website on it that they had up.
Wow. They look ridiculous. And I see a lot of them. I don't see them do this, but I see a lot of them Asians in the Bay Area, and they are so oblivious to what's going on in the world. They so wrapped up in their world. They gonna get a wake up call too.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They hate us, but they want to be us.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something?
They're watching us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We're gonna have a panel. Is there anybody that want to come on the panel? All right, hold on.
I'll be right back. I gotta go check the local news.
Okay. All right. Let me put my email address. All right. Anybody want to come on the panel? Drop me an email because I'm not going to publish the link. So drop me an email and then we can kind of chop it up. All right. All right. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's some crazy mess what those Asians are doing. I just thought y'all would get a kick out of seeing that because yeah, I did invite LVZ, so he may be busy doing something. Yeah, I sent an invite to KD as well. So I mean, these folks may still be working, not available right now. Michael, do you want to come on the panel? Let me see something here. All right. Michael, check your email. Anyone else? All right. Oh, okay. Check your email, Khalifa. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see if I get to this.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back.
You back? Okay.
Yeah, my husband said they should have just killed the bastard that shot up the set up the school scandal. We sound like we in the hood right now with all these helicopters.
If they paid him more money, he started red. I would have iced him.
You would have iced him, baby?
Yeah, I would have iced him.
Okay.
Put a pitchfork to his mouth.
You always killing folks. Oh my goodness. Uh-huh. We sound like we in Oaktown, huh?
Yeah, it sure does.
You can hear it.
I can hear the helicopters.
There's helicopters everywhere. Man.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Gun. Make sure my doors is locked.
Yeah, I can I hear the helicopter.
There's quite a few out there.
Oh, okay. I could hear at least one.
No, we went outside and just listened, and everywhere.
Okay, just send it to my email if you want to come on the panel. Please use my email, the one that I sent there, lisastories@gmail.com. Use that one. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is all right, I'm looking. Refresh this. All right, use the email that I posted. Please use that one. I'll post it again. No, if that was a black guy that escaped, you can tell it's a white guy because they would have shot him.
Oh yeah.
when I shot him, they would not have wasted that much. Yeah, they would not have wasted that much fuel on a helicopter like that.
Helicopters and stuff. And the sheriff department is right down the street. You can throw a fucking stone at it. Okay, let's see. Damn, y'all need to catch y'all people.
No, they're trying to take him in alive. If it was us, they would have killed us. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's this at? That look like the local high school. What's really going on? Shooting between deputy and suspects. Oh, the deputy was shooting? Oh, juicy.
Shalom, can y'all hear me?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Lisa stepped away for just a second.
Oh, okay.
They out here shooting where I live at with the deputies. I'm trying to find out what.
I heard that. I can hear it.
Yeah, there's helicopters everywhere in snow country.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
All right, shalom, brother.
Shalom. Boy, them damn Asians done tripped me out tonight.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I mean, they sit there, they hate us, talk bad about us when they do y'all hair and nails in their little salons, then turn around and jock our style. Oh, that shit. Boy. Woo, damn Asians. And you know, black people been knowing about white folks cheating to get through college. I mean, hell, I seen it when I was in college. Especially the little white kids on these. You know, I was on the football team and the basketball team in college, and man, some of them white boys didn't need to be there, but we know how they got there.
Right.
Yeah. They say here in the news that the Full House fans are very upset.
They're mad at Aunt Becky.
Yeah. I'm looking at local news, but I'm looking at the feed on the local news. Yeah, they real upset with Becky. Oh, Becky, you done really messed up. Your dumb daughters. Because when I was reading, one of them dumb daughters, she can't wait to get in the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she want to get involved in. You ain't studying shit.
Yeah.
How you gonna get in the film industry? You ain't even studying shit.
She might be porn ready.
Oh yes, they always porn ready. She probably over there on Pornhub right now.
Now she's ready for that.
Yeah, I might have to go back over there and peek real quick and see if one of them on their knees.
But think about all the black young men and black young women that got the grades, done good on their SAT, they didn't get in because of this shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of parents are saying.
They're very upset.
They're really upset because their kids did have the grades and these rich kids are dumb. They're dumb, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it didn't cause the firestorm on social media. They didn't shut down Facebook and I think Facebook and Instagram. That shit ain't gonna work.
Hello.
Hi, James.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What do you think about all this stuff?
Like what topic? Like which one?
Big topic.
Boy, I'm telling you, there's so much stuff popping off in the news.
Well, the cheating scandal that didn't surprise me at all.
No, a lot of black folks been saying it, but we just holding Esau's feet to the fire because they always, let me see, it was 2 weeks ago. I was talking to Mike behind the scenes, and I said, Mike, they didn't got R. Kelly, and Mike just went the fuck off because it ain't necessarily about R. Kelly. It's just always keeping black men in the news, and they were just parading and parading. And then my husband he said, "Fuck." He said, "I'm sick of him," you know. And it was just the hypervia around, and then this Jesse Smollett stuff, and then Oprah shit, and
Right.
it was just over the top. Oh, it's quiet now. What's really going on? What's really going on?
Yeah.
Sick of them. They take shit and wear it out. I wonder, is they gonna do a skit on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, we need an HBO special on what these parents did.
Yeah, if they don't do one, I'll ask LVZ to do one.
Well, you gotta look at the fact that I think, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday Night Live, that comes on MSNBC, right?
Right.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got
just a little bit. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
That seems to be a little bit better.
Okay. They're since MSNBC owns them, they're gonna only do skits that the MSNBC the higher ups approve of. Because I noticed when I was watching what was that guy's name? Was it? Is it not Jimmy Fallon? What's that other? Is it Seth Meyers or whatever? When they have the closer look, it's always directed like towards Trump, and so they're only gonna do stuff that MSNBC approves of. So they're never gonna do a skit shitting on their own people unless it's a sanctioned target.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have for so long tried to put on airs like they did no wrong. And they just look ridiculous now.
Yeah.
And I think I think this coming out, although many of us knew this was going on, I think is a good thing.
Yeah, and see, having social media is not gonna shut it up, because I'm just paying attention to their own. They going off.
Yeah.
They talking about, they kept my kids out of school. You know how they is.
Yeah.
They become victims instantly. And I like when they do that. Because they can't just point the finger at us talking about it and stuff. It's a lot of people, and then it's talked around the world. So they're like, wow, America's having problems around over there.
Yeah.
They got a dumbass president.
President, he got, his parents bought his way because he can't even speak a sentence that makes sense.
No, he sure can't.
You know what? I saw a video of how Trump's his family, how his father gained his wealth, and his father, all his father did was exploit government handouts.
Government handouts, and his grandfather was a pimp.
Yeah.
Sure was. His grandfather was a pimp.
Yeah.
Sure was. Sure was.
Yes,
Yeah, he was Mac Daddy.
With a German accent.
Wow.
That kind of Mac Daddy.
Got some dusty holes. Lord have mercy.
I mean, it ain't even 90 days yet. I mean, just look how much.
I know. That's what I keep saying. Mike. I keep saying that to Lisa over and over. I have never seen shit move so fast.
But this just go to show you the judgment is on America. The judgment is on. It's real.
Oh, yeah.
Real.
And let's slip in the weather. The weather is doing its thug thizzle.
Yeah, I saw another major storm coming in the Midwest.
Down south too. It goes from it starts all the way down from Mexico and go all the way up to Canada.
Yeah, it's gonna miss us this time, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful it's missing us.
Hey Lisa, our black ass in Mississippi ain't grateful because boy, we got another tornado outbreak Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Tonight, supposed to get up. They're gonna have a wind gusts up to 40 to 60 miles an hour. So it's gonna cause a lot of power outages.
Yeah, It's been raining the last few days in Chicago. Like it's been wet the last few days, and the snow just melted. So,
and small earthquake in Florida. in Alabama, South Alabama, you had a small quake, about a 2.0.
You out there? You out
So it's
there
a lot
on?
going on.
You out there on the road, Mike?
Yeah, I'm in Florida now.
You see?
Oh,
So is you seeing cars flipped over and trucks and things?
I ain't seen nothing today, but yes, the last couple of days I have all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yesterday when I went to the
I'm just
doctor, I left 45 minutes early, took my own advice, and I couldn't even get down the road good enough. I seen a 6-car accident
wow.
on the
Damn.
freeway. I mean, they all slammed into each other. And I said, see, you got to leave early, family. I can't emphasize this stuff enough.
and when
Stuff. I
Auntie
know.
was talking about retrograde, right? I'll be like, what the hell is retrograde? Well, I found out real quick what retrograde was. The last one we just had, a driver of mine flipped over 2 trucks in less than a month apart.
Wow.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's scary.
That sure
Yeah.
is.
I
Yeah.
apologize too. I said, I'm sorry, Auntie, for
No.
laughing.
I know a lot of people have never heard about it. No, I just want to inform our family about it so we know about it and educate each other about it because you can really use it to your advantage. I'm telling you something I know.
Ain't this
Yeah, my
stuff?
GPS went crazy Monday. I was driving down the road. It was showing I was out there in the field. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm. I know,
Wow.
Lisa. Did you say your son have to keep rebooting?
Yeah, he keeps disconnecting from the internet in my house.
Damn.
And I'm fine, but he has to keep rebooting, which is really strange.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just who he is. Some people it affect more than others. I found out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. He's just in tune with the universe, Lisa.
But
So
Mike,
it's a lot of energy around him.
But Mike, what do you think about all of this cheating and everything these white kids and these white parents are doing?
I mean, they've been cheating the last 400 years. It ain't nothing new. I mean, I'm just glad that the world sees it.
Yes. It was something they were able to hide. Like I said, social media has been good to Black folks. Believe it or not, it has been good for us.
See, behind closed doors, when they making deals with other nationalities or people, white folks talk down on us. Them niggas ain't shit. Them niggas dumb. Niggas this, niggas. Now, they can't hide this shit. Like, wait a minute. Your kids are dumb. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm just thankful to be alive in this time to see the shit.
Yes.
Yes. There you go, Mike. Yes.
So you'll know when they'll come and argue with us over this stuff. It's no arguing it, but you know what I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to make it an individual thing. That wasn't everybody. That was just a few people. No, you ain't gonna get by with that one.
No.
Whenever we do something wrong, they blame the whole group. So I'm gonna do the same thing to them. I'm blaming all of them for what this thing.
Yeah. They finally got busted.
I mean, it just don't go on the level of the university. I mean, it goes on in high schools. All over. I mean, I done seen these little.
Mike, you're breaking up.
Yeah, my phone. Somebody was calling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I seen kids on a high school level. I mean, it goes on in high schools too across America. I done seen
elementary school. I saw them teaching. When I was going to elementary school, I used to see them cheating a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we always got to. I mean, it's just so much Black people got to fight against. I mean, we wake up. If it ain't the police, it's the educators. If it ain't the educators, it's the judges. I mean, we just got to keep fighting. Just keep on fighting.
Yeah. Did y'all see where they had lost that child 3 times at the school?
Yeah, I sent you the video. Did I send you the video?
Yeah, I watched it, Mike. Ooh, Pops was pissed.
I don't blame him.
Child at a school.
Yeah, they lost his child 3 times. The school.
Was the child in the school or it left the school? Or?
No, listen, bro. The child was at school and they lost that child 3 times. The little girl got a brother, and the brother was crying on the bus this last time, saying where is his sister? Where is his sister? And they and the child was in the school wandering around.
Yeah.
How you lose a child at a school? I don't get it. It was in the elementary school, right?
They don't give a damn about our kids.
They don't care about black children.
And they heard that little boy. They heard that little boy.
Yeah, and what I noticed here lately about black men, we're standing up. I mean, we used to be kind of docile, wouldn't say too much to white men, but you see how that black brother was in there going off on that white woman. And man, I was like, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Get in there.
That's your child.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want somebody to talk calmly?
And then you see how they try to cut him off? They try to cut him off. They want to talk to the black woman. No, that brother wasn't having that shit.
No. That's when I would. If my husband going off, I'm being quiet. I ain't saying shit. Let him go in. We got to know to be on code with each other, because I've seen sisters step in trying to apologize for their man being pissed, rightfully so, being pissed off.
And then that senator, Miss Flowers.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, that reminded me of my grandmother when she went off. Oh, I said, boy, look at Miss Berlin go.
But
you know what we should do?
Get the Congressional Black Caucus to act like that, we would have been a lot further along, but you know how they are.
You're going to shoot me?
Yeah.
you know what we should do?
Apologize, because I think that's kind of what they wanted her to do, but no. We don't have nothing to apologize for.
Was that senator who was giving out cotton to everybody or something like that?
No.
No, that was somebody else. Okay.
No, this was a
senator down in Arkansas.
Right.
It was local politics.
Oh, you didn't miss something. You didn't miss a treat.
What was it about? I didn't see it.
Oh, you got to go watch that on Lisa's channel. You didn't miss something real good. Okay. Oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy that. That's the video of the year to me. I don't think anything could top that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and then that other white guy tried to get up, and he the one trying to be
he'll die for the family. He'll die for the family. Nah. All that shit you was talking about, that was some shit.
Hey, we seen right through you, bro. We seen right through that. Oh no, sit your ass down.
You know what's making me laugh the most? Roland Martin losing his mind.
Lord.
Yeah. That's because people are paying attention to us and not him. That's what's getting next to him. Roland feels like that's why he made that speech the other day, trying to cuss us out, saying he put in the work and all that stuff, because he knows nobody is hardly paying attention to him. And
we're not putting in the work.
You know, the more he descends, it's like the uglier he gets. It's like he gets the more that he keeps falling, it's like he's losing more hair every time.
Yep. Did you notice he said he lost 18 pounds?
Yeah, he looks like he gained weight. He didn't lose.
Yes, he didn't he?
I know. And by the way, thank you, Anita. Thank you very much, Anita. Yes, he does look like he's gained weight, but he claimed he lost weight.
Yeah,
I feel like he's broadcasting.
18 pounds, you can see it.
He's broadcasting his show in his basement, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for a time where his wife drives the car into the garage, and you could just hear it.
But the thing, that's what he's sore about. Roland is sore because no one is paying attention to him. When I woke up this morning and I went out to see what was going on this morning, and Roland had a hangout, and I think it was only just a few people on the hangout. And then I looked an hour later after he was done, and I think it only had 75 views. And that's what the problem is.
And he got over 200,000 subs.
Yeah.
I I actually averaged his view count, like, cause I sent a message to Tori and Rain on his Twitter page. But I looked at all the videos he had and I divided it by the total number of views, and I'm like, he's only getting like 10,000 views. Like Professor Black Truth is getting more views than him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of us are really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, he's been around a lot longer, but thank you, Deadpool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around a lot longer, and I guess he felt that because at one point in time he was in mainstream media, and you see mainstream media don't want him. They don't want him. And the problem with Roland is when he deals with us, he's always cussing out the Black community.
Yeah, he don't know how to talk to us.
That a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've heard about numerous times he's done that on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. But get around white folks and know how to speak with real good. Get around white folks and know how to speak with real good diction. Know how to be very respectful because he trying to get a job. You know, what's the last time they call his ass on there? Oh, when that dumbass white woman said something about blackface or something like that. He broke his neck getting down there. Got him a haircut. Probably bought a new suit. Everything. No, they just featured your black ass and that was it. And you going back to that garage or that basement or whatever you're doing.
Just imagine that, like she driving her car into the garage, you can hear the engine and it starts to shake the basement. Like,
them when he had his guests in there, they so close to each other. Shit. Everybody hovered over each other. I said, "Oh, Roland, you've been reduced down."
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is just focus on your video. Stop tripping with us.
I don't understand how he could have got on CNN in the first place. Like, you got to think, when you're on TV, you can't be stuttering like that. Like, you got to, like.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he stopped stuttering when he's cussing out the Black community, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Roland's a trip.
He went out there and took a look on the horizon. He said, "Oh, these Black folks is popping. Yeah, we're doing our videos. There's some good YouTubers out here."
I just think that he really thought, and just like Angela Rye and Joy Reid, I think they really believed they were going to influence the Black community into, supporting the Democratic candidates. And now that they see that we're just standing back on, no, we're not supporting any of them because they don't have a plan for reparations. I think this is just blowing their mind. They don't know what to do.
Mm-mm. And they,
I was vetting. There was this website where you can do background checks on people. And I was actually doing background checks on Angela Rye and all of them. And it shows you what businesses they're a part of, who they're associated with, any properties that they own. And I was just doing it, like, I did it for Roland Martin because they were making fun of the car he was driving. I guess he had a car that made a really loud noise when he was driving it.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out, I think, because it shows what vehicles people own too on that website. And that's supposed to be a Chrysler 300 making all that noise.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, how you got that's a luxury car. It sounds terrible.
I've had two of those. Those things don't make noise like that.
I had one. Yeah.
They don't make noise like you just take care of your maintenance on it.
Quiet. I didn't mind it make a lot of noise.
You know what, Lisa, that thing be so quiet when we would, get somewhere. Sometimes we didn't know if it was off or on.
Yeah. I used to when I used to get to an intersection and I would be stopped and I would be looking around saying, "Is the car still on?" Yeah, very quiet.
They are.
I tell you what, he must be running his in the ground if it's loud.
Mm-hmm.
But it showed all the cars like that they drive, and it showed that he does. Angela Rye, she got like multiple traffic violations for speeding. So yeah, I was just doing background checks on these people. When you find things about them, you find out Kamala Harris's husband owns like several properties, I think out in California, like they're worth millions. So I can see why she's married to him. So
Yeah.
Hey,
What's the
Lisa.
problem?
Yes.
Yeah, I sent you a video for your amusement purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
somebody in the comment section said he put because he's so fat, he put pressure on his shocks.
Pressure on his shocks.
Man.
Okay, hold on. I see some more requests. Let me get those links out to these folks. But you know what do you think, Michael, of them questioning Jared Kushner about his degree?
I mean, they should. I mean, when you got this prestige of being in the White House and around powerful people, yeah, I mean, Trump grades need to come up. Whatever his name is, Krishna, whatever his name is, he need to be questioned and brought to the forefront to let the people see what's really going on. But you know, he's like $2 billion in debt.
Yeah.
$2 billion in debt.
It's worse than that. Damn, Mike.
Yeah, it's
could
$2
get a debt that big.
Damn.
Yeah, that building they bought, that 666 Park Avenue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they went broke behind that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Like Lisa was saying, all they do is they crooks.
Yeah.
She said Lisa been saying this. I've been listening, Lisa, real close. And you first told me I had sent you. Remember, I sent you that email about his kids, and you said they're not gonna do nothing. And I was just getting hip to and that was 2 years ago. So I was just getting hip to what was going on with his kids, and I said, "Damn, she knew." See, you know, because you're closer to New York, so you're getting that news more than I. And I didn't know. I had to dig it up. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and the Saudis are in on that deal or buying that building. That's where he got the money from.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael and the Vanguard, check your email. I sent you the link for the hangout. Yeah, you know, Trump can't get no loan in the US. And a lot of people know by now that's the only reason why he's so close with those Russians. You know, they are loaning him money where he can't get no loans here because of all the bankruptcies he filed.
And then he don't pay nobody back.
Right.
Is that
Lisa,
even legal for you to?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Is that even legal for you to be securing loans from foreigners?
No, it isn't. You yourself can borrow money from another country.
She did. Don't try it, James. You're gonna get denied.
I'm just saying, because I'm like, that's kind of strange. Not only is that like undermining his position as president, but I'm like, why are you getting money from another country?
That show you he can be compromised.
But Lisa, did you say what Trump? Hey, this is a Trump Tower or a Trump casino in Atlantic City that he didn't even pay the water bill?
Yeah, he didn't even pay the employees. During the time he was campaigning in 2016, he closed up Trump Tower. He didn't give nobody any warning. Those folks showed up for work one day and the place was chained up.
Oh, that's foul.
That's how he did those folks down in Atlantic City.
Oh, that's foul.
They were out there picketing for a while too. They were down there picketing for, I mean, almost the whole time he was campaigning, they were down there picketing. It's just that mainstream media would not show it.
Yeah, and it's been, you know, since he's been in office, they systematically been firing people that worked for him, worked on his golf course or anything. Some people work for him for, you know, up to 20 years.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Hi, Vanguard.
Peace, family. What's going on, Lisa? What's going on, panel?
How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
I'm excellent. I'm blessed. Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy topic. I mean, it's hilarious to me.
Yes.
But the sad part about it is, you know, when we actually prepare ourselves, like when you look at the story with I think it was Camila Campbell, and you know, she got that 900 on her SAT score.
Right.
You know, you see that she's having to continue to go through this, but these rich, privileged KBs get to just do all this type of debauchery to get into school. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald Trump, he get all these fake plaques, accolades in his hotels. I mean, this whole system is just pretty much fake. I mean, when you look at it, I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I don't want nothing.
Yeah, well, this is how they rigged it up. When they first came to this country, they wanted to make sure that whites never got in trouble for anything.
Somebody got to put yourself on mute.
Yeah,
I can hear feedback.
Yeah, you're going to have to turn the volume down on your device. But yeah, I mean, they rigged it up this way from day one.
But check this though. That black woman in Ohio that used a fake address to get her kids into a better school, you know, they gave her 13 years.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that just little shit like that. I don't see that. I mean, damn, give a woman a misdemeanor and go home, slap a fine on her. But damn, 13 years?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now these motherfuckers just got caught cheating on these damn test scores. They ain't gonna do no jail time.
No.
Nope.
See, that's what I was saying, Mike. You know, when they cheat on a level that is beyond anything black people would even think of. We don't take things that far.
No.
And besides, we don't come from families where a parent got $500,000 to drop on a school to get us in there. We don't come from families like that.
No.
Yeah, and when last time you seen one of us embezzling millions and billions of dollars? Like, you know, you don't hear stuff like that with us. I mean, it's rare.
They ain't gonna let us get close to no money like that.
We don't have access to that kind of money on the jobs, but they do. So we don't have access. We don't have an opportunity to do stuff like that.
Right.
You know, but it just go to show you when they cheat, that cheating is generational. See, these parents didn't come up with that on their own. That's probably how they got through school. So they already knew how to get their kids through the system.
So they already know they done within.
Yeah.
They already know.
So, I mean, I'm just saying the parents already knew what to do. You know?
It's getting so bad to be around these people. It's like with all these mass shootings, it's like anytime I see like a group of them, I just want to stay away. You don't want to get caught in the crossfire, like being too close to these people.
Right.
Man, what you said, bro? What you said? I get nervous going into the mall or something. Shit, I be looking at them bastards.
I just order my stuff online. I don't even go to the store no more.
Yeah. I be delivering at these factories. I be looking, but I be here up trying to get the hell up out of there. I said, boy, let me get the hell up out of here.
I know, cause Mike, you one day you showed them bombs behind the scenes while you out there working. I said, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit real.
Nah, they at the truck stop begging.
Hey, every time I see one of them, I think about Lisa video. I ain't lying. I say, damn, boy, this shit real. The shit is real.
Sure is real.
It is. No, it's real. I mean, I have been out there, and a few of them have come up to me to panhandle.
I've had that too and stuff. That's like when I go to the store. I go with my husband. We go in the morning. I gotta have him watch my damn back when I go to the store. Shit, you know. Yeah. Watch. They resent that when they see one of us drive up in a decent vehicle. Go get some. Go get. You know. This is your country, and you didn't know how to utilize it with y'all cheating asses. You wasn't with your folks. I don't give a fuck.
That's funny to me too, because it's like I was making an analogy. Like basically I said that like white people, they live in like a fish tank, you know, where it's a controlled environment, and like, you know, they get fed twice a day. They don't have no predators. It's well lit. The pH level is right. And then black people are like, they in the ocean. So you got predators. It's dark. You got fishermen. You got everything is against you. And then they want to make a comparison like everything is equal.
Yeah, please.
you got to always look at these people, you know, with your inner eye. And I'm going to say that because I was recently involved in a car accident about last month. And one of them pretty much rammed into me. And they were cited on the scene. But, you know, they tried to get on code with the police. I'm going to tell you that. And they tried to get on code, but it didn't work out too well for them. They were still cited. The police officer was a brother, but I feel like if he wasn't, it might have not went my way. Y'all feel me?
Yeah. And follow through. Sue they ass.
Well, the same thing happened to me, bro. A couple of years ago, I got a dash cam on my truck. These old white folks, these old white folks come in front of me and cut me off and slammed on their brakes. I hit them, flipped their ass over to the median. But you know, it was some more white folks that were trying to lie for them folks.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
And I just sit there in the state trooper in Virginia. He come over there. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You hit these old white folks. I pulled that dash cam out. Watch this. He was like, oh, he just turned red. I'm sorry. Well, they say, I said, yeah, you took their word. I understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He lied on the scene. When he hit me, he was red. Telling he was red. He got out the car. He had his arms crossed. He ain't say a word to me, and I was cool. Like I don't need nothing from you because I don't want your apology. But trust and believe. You know, I'm handling it. I went to the chiropractor earlier today, so trust me, I'm going full throttle with it.
Yeah.
I was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on Roosevelt Boulevard, Route 1.
Oh my goodness, I've been down there a lot of times in my life.
And this damn folks ran the intersection. I'm making my turn. And I caught the back end of that Nissan Altima, y'all. Man, I drugged that motherfucker all the way down the intersection. I mean, I drugged him to the shoulder. And that white dude got out talking shit. And so I always keep a knife in my back pocket. I said, man, you run up on me if you want to. I'm going to cut the fuck out of you. So the police got there. He took his word, trying to cite me a ticket. So I said, look, you see them cameras up there? You can pull them cameras up on your laptop in your car, right? He said, yeah. Well, pull it up. I got out the ticket.
Yeah, these people, because when I drive into Chicago, these people, you'll be in the fast lane. I think in the fast lane, you're only supposed to be going like 10 over the speed limit. And I was keeping up with the flow of traffic. I was going like 85, and they were still going in front of me. I'm like, at what point is it too fast for you to be driving? And they'll be doing this stuff because I was when I was in Chicago last week. They're always speeding, even at night when there's nobody out. They'll be speeding, and somebody they got T-boned at an intersection in what they call Boys Town. It's like where all the homosexuals hang out at. And like they're always speeding, no matter what time of day it is. Always.
Yeah, Larry M. They will tailgate you, and I hate that.
Oh, I hate that too. I brake check them when they do that.
Passion.
I slow down their ass. They have to get away from me. I ain't moving.
Let's see, you know, them motherfuckers will play with death. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving this big ass truck. They'll get in front of me, be balling 100 miles an hour, pass me, jump over in the right lane, and slam on their goddamn brakes, trying to get me to hit them. Because they want a check. They doing it for a check.
Yeah, if you can survive it, shit. Look at all that big truck you driving.
Yeah, man, these people crazy, man. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just amazing that black people in America ain't lost their fucking mind yet.
Yeah.
But I tell you one thing. Once they let this bitch loose, we will lose our damn mind, and we're gonna win. Damn it!
What up, KD?
Yeah, I'm fired up tonight. Yeah, I am. Hey, what's up, Michael? What's up, Lisa? True Royal. Look, I know I came in with a blazing spirit, but damn it, I'm fired up tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Well, KD, we went over all the cheating, and I took them way back to all of the presidential candidates from the past that did bad in school. And their mama and daddy paid off the school. And there's a lot of them. It's a lot of this stuff has been going on for a long, long time. And because of all of this going on, they're even talking about Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. His family gave Harvard $2.5 million.
You know, that
And
also
people are saying they don't know how he got in there because his grades were not good.
Well, remember they were saying that they thought he was autistic. You remember that?
They paid over $2.5 million for transcripts.
Yeah. $2.5 million is what Jared's family paid for him to get into Harvard.
Oh, that was very my bad.
this also I think when they call it an Ivy League school, when you allowing stupid people to get into school, that just makes your school look bad too. Like people brag about.
That's my whole point. You paying $2.5 million to be stupid.
Like, cause people brag about going to Harvard. They brag about going to Yale, Oxford.
Bragging rights.
And I'm like, you allow all these stupid people in here, and they exposing you. So.
And that's why you see so many incompetent people running these companies, and these companies are going in the dirt right now because you got all these stupid people running them.
You know what?
Big accolades.
I
A lot
always
of these
tell people, Vanguard, to pick up a Wall Street Journal. You will see very quickly they can't run companies. Now you see why. They're going through the educational system based on the money their families are giving to the university and not really learning anything.
And you know the funny thing is, Vanguard, they're running it, but they're running all their big names right into the fucking ground. I didn't see this company lost over 200 million. This other company lost 500 million. I mean, damn near a fucking trillion. I'm like, damn, a billion. I'm like, damn. I mean, isn't the purpose is to bring in income and not fucking lose it?
Yeah,
exactly. But you know, it's a pyramid scheme. That's the only reason why it's still standing up. It's a whole pyramid scheme, the whole thing. The whole
The funny thing is,
that's pretty common. That's pretty common because you remember all that money that George Bush #2 lost for them cattlemen, the oil men, not the cattlemen, the oil men. So his father had made a promise that we're gonna get that money back to you. They did all kind of stealing once his son became president and stuff. He was fucking up all. They couldn't run nothing.
The funny thing about it, when speaking of school in general in America, when I'm thinking back when I was in like when they send you through that school system, it's like they're really not preparing you for the real world, like at all. Like, cause you learn like basic stuff, but as far as anything useful, you don't really learn much. Like once you become an adult and you look at how much you didn't learn when you were a kid, like a lot of people, they don't know how to fix a flat on their car. If they ever get a flat, they don't know how to fix it. They don't teach you what to do when you get in a car accident. They don't teach you how to deal with the police when you get in a car accident. They really don't teach you any life skills. So you get out there and you like a fish out of water. You're not prepared.
Right. They don't even teach you banking. How to really do it.
Yeah, they don't teach you banking. So
I mean, what's this a part of fucking basic math? I mean, it's a part of basic fucking math.
They don't teach you.
I want y'all to think about this. I want you to think about this. Now, they talked about our reparations. Now, one of the things they said was, well, you know, y'all shouldn't get money, but you should put it in education. After looking at this, who the hell would want their
Hell no.
No, that's a horrible investment.
Put it in education. Ooh.
Put a penny into that bullshit? I don't think so. No.
They're just trying to.
Sometimes the creator made this scandal come out at the right time.
Yes,
that was perfect.
Joe did.
And you know the beautiful thing about it is a lot of our folks who don't have degrees are doing better than these dumb motherfuckers that are.
Like,
They don't rely on no damn scheme.
Like they just, I feel like they want us
fair and square. They
want us
get theirs.
Want us to go invest in the school system so they can get that money right back. That's what they're doing that for.
Well, they want you to invest in that same school to prison pipeline. That's exactly what it is. You know, they're not going to tell Jewish people or Native American people, hey, let's put your reparations in the school. You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy. Like if we can look at reparations just based off of some of the bills they already passed. These people got millions of dollars and they got tons of benefits, but they don't want to tell us that. They want to redefine it for us and tell us that, nah, we want to give you this type of government program. You know, it's going to be a scheme where we'll have to keep going back for more. You know, that they don't want to make you fully independent.
Right.
You know,
and then when you also look at the things they want to pour it in, those institutions are controlled by whites. Why would I want to pour my money into education? They control the entire institution. That means they get every dime. So ultimately, white folks get all of our reparation money.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when they talk about.
They want to funnel it back into their community.
They say programs, they siphoning it off. No, we have our own institutions, our own shit, and we control it from top to bottom. We don't need Esau in nothing.
Not a damn thing. Because you know the funny thing is, every time we put our energy into something, the shit sustains.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because they got a whole way that they operate. They diabolical. This didn't expose they shit so wide open, and I'm telling you, they having their inner wars on this stuff.
Yes,
this shit is a mess. So what they gonna do? You know what they gonna do?
What's that?
The ones that are really wealthy, they'll just send them dumbass kids overseas, and stuff, because they even in the playing field is exposing the game. You know, they can't do nothing even. They can't do nothing even with us. I've been seeing that for the longest.
No.
It's like every time we start something or come together to start something, it sustains itself and it stays alive. But every time they start or run something, the shit runs into the damn ground. So it's basically they had to burn Black Wall Street down just out of pure fucking hate and jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And not only that, when you really look overall in history, they done cheated through everything. I mean, look, you remember when they were using all those steroids? They still do. But I'm just
in baseball,
they can't match the black man physically, so they got to use some synthetic drug to, come what they think is close, which it really isn't, with those old fake out steroids. It's almost like everything they get involved in, if black people are involved in it, they got to cheat through it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you now turn around and tell everybody you're so intelligent? No, you're not. You never were.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just want to bring this other point up. Look at what's going on right now with all the cheating. Do you really believe these people were the inventors?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I just found out the other day doing some research that the first dude that built a car was that Patterson guy, Patterson Motor Company.
Yes, I did a video on that.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? So come to find out, I done some more research. Ford stole the idea. Ford didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, they said his cars were lower quality too.
Ford was just a duplicator. That's it. He did not create the Model T.
And you know what and Michael, you know what the fake Ford stands for? Fix or repair daily.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, because I read an article, I forget the brother's name, where Thomas Edison was in court with this brother. And he fought that dude in court for years, because he the one that was inventing everything. And Edison lost in court. So after he lost in court, then he gonna come to the brother talking about, well, can we do business together? And I'm so glad that brother refused him and stuff.
Speaking of that, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Speaking of that, doing business with them, it was an article a few years ago. The dude who owns Bevel, I think it's Bevel razors, or he sells razors for black men. Gillette wanted to buy his company for $1 billion, but he didn't sell it to him. So, I was like, that was
black man on that too. Damn.
I mean, I think that was a good move, because a lot of black people when they have something, they want to sell it right away as soon as they get an offer from white people. I'm like, but when you get that offer, you got to think that they're putting in an investment. So if they're offering him $1 billion, they're expecting him to make probably more than $1 billion back. So.
Well, that's just like Bob Johnson, country ass. He from Mississippi. Hell, he started BET and sold the motherfucker to Viacom.
He sure did.
I'm glad this dude didn't sell the company to Gillette, because Gillette has had a monopoly on razors for a long time, and now this dude, he's found a niche market.
Oh no! Speaking of punk ass Gillette, fuck their you know what I'm saying? Fuck their transhuman, transgender loving asses. Want to sit up there and want to push a bullshit transgender commercial? So fuck Gillette.
It's cheaper options for razors too, because they're not going to be on top for long. I mean, there was everybody on YouTube keeps promoting what is that Dollar Shave Club. You can get like monthly. Yeah, it's way cheaper than going and buying a Gillette razor. It's like,
yeah, I seen that on Facebook. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You pay $1 a month and you get all that new razors and all that every month.
Yeah, I saw that too.
In Granville Woods, he was behind the subway system. So you got to think every major city, how would they even exist the way they are today without Granville Woods?
Right.
yeah.
You're talking about the electric third rail?
Yeah, he was the engineer. He was behind the subway technology, streetcars and all that.
Yeah, I mean, everything came from us. Everything. Now, when you look at what's going on today with them buying their kids' degrees, there is no way these people were inventors. There is no way. It is absolutely impossible that they were inventors.
The only way they came to power is through two things. They had the Moors brought them gunpowder, and then they found a way to weaponize it.
Right.
And then you get the experts at bullshitting. Like, they mastered the art of lying.
Right.
Oh yeah, but they're also excellent fucking robbing everything we do. Everything we build and put up, they fucking rob.
Because they do it themselves.
At this point, though, I think we've known them long. I think we have to anticipate what they're gonna do. Because at this point, we can't be nice to them. Because every time we create something and then we just allow everybody to come in. Because I was listening to a rap song the other day, and it had Eminem in it, and like that really he dissed Stephanie Mills in one of his own songs. Like they featured him on the song, and he dissed like Stephanie Mills, so he's known for just dissing random black artists, and that bothered me.
Yeah, my son came in a couple of months ago and said black folks need to stop inventing shit. Just stop inventing shit. But they parasites, huh?
We can't help it. I mean,
I know we
we're
can't.
We're the praise of the tribe. You know what I'm saying?
When we create something, it's to further humanity. It's to make the job better. It's to, or make a job easier. Make production faster. That's why we created those inventions. That's why when they used to sit around me when I was in school and said, we invented this, it didn't make sense for them to invent anything. They weren't doing the work.
No, they wasn't.
It wouldn't even make sense that the inventions would come from them. They weren't. It's a known fact that white people did not work during chattel slavery. So how would the inventions come from the people that weren't doing the work? It would make sense to come from the ones that were out in the fields doing the work, and they were trying to make it easier on themselves.
Yeah.
That's why when they used to say that, it never made any sense to me.
No, yeah, and they benefit from it greatly, our inventions and stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else that's going on behind the scenes. You got the opioid crisis, right? But what's affecting it? It's affecting the housing market, because a lot of these folks that fell on opioids abuse, they're losing their houses, their mortgages. And I went to go do my house, to get a house, and she was telling me to wait because it's going to be better houses on the foreclosure market. And I know why.
And I'm gonna tell them one damn thing: stay on them fucking opioids so we can get the best deals for our house. Fuck them.
Yeah, they're getting their cars repossessed too. Y'all probably saw on the news, but like 3 million cars are about to be repossessed right now. People are falling behind on these payments, and a lot of it is them.
And a lot of them can't get work either because they so damn high all day long. They're not eligible for work. They can't pass a drug test.
Great job, pale faces. Stay opioid up. Stay opioid up. You're doing us a big ass favor.
So you got low birth rate. You're dying faster. You're losing your homes. So black people, get ready. We finna get ready.
Excellent news.
And
okay, that goes back to my theory. What I was thinking about for the last few days. They keep talking about gentrifying black neighborhoods. Well, where's the white folks at?
Yeah.
What are they talking about? We got to really look at that again.
Yeah.
Well, most of the brands I see are walking around with Ming Lee. I'm just being honest with you. You know,
what?
Brad is walking around with Ming Lee.
Yeah, it's Asian woman.
Oh yeah. They don't want white girls. She don't have any value no more. She can't produce anything. So they just go on to the next phase.
So all you black people in that chat room that got degrees, get ready. White folks gonna start calling y'all.
You got to think about it. They talk about their high IQ, but their planes are falling out of the sky. Like,
Lord.
Yeah, and you know the one thing they didn't mention. I think Boeing they had a plane. Remember, I think it was in Malaysia. That Malaysian Airlines in 2014. I don't even think they brought that up. I think that was a Boeing plane. And that one was like new at the time, and that one fell in the ocean or something, and they couldn't find the black box for forever.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but you know what? You got to think about these folks cheated their way through school, became doctors and dentists, and when you look at what's happening, I was like, you know what? They're not even eligible for those jobs they got. But I'm looking to see if they're going to revoke those degrees that went out that they know these kids did not earn.
It's not even just the school. I mean, just the parents. I think the school should be penalized. Like you should cut funding for people when you allow them to cheat their way into your school.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this though, D. Now you remember when they came out with all those fake charges against Bill Cosby? Did any of those colleges send that money back?
Nope.
And I don't think they're gonna do it now. They're gonna keep that money. They don't care. You know?
And the funny thing about this is this should open as a huge opportunity for homeschooling because now we know what these fuckers cheat through everything. Why do our folks want to be amongst them now? Now that we know that they cheat.
Yeah.
That game been busted. And you know what I love about it? They busted they sales.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. They can't even say, like I said, they tried to say affirmative action was the reason why their kids didn't get in school. And I said,
you know who they ultimately gonna blame for this? Becky.
Yeah, they can't blame us.
We don't have nothing to do with it.
We don't have nothing to do with what happened.
I'm telling you, she's the first.
Hey, we got to go back to the scriptures. Hey, Pharaoh blamed them Hebrews why his kingdom was falling.
You know what? That just go to show you white women raise their kids and don't teach them nothing. And then they want to cheat their way into getting degrees and everything else and then trying to put on airs like their kids are brilliant.
Yeah, right.
I mean, isn't the mother the first teacher of the child?
Yeah.
Why are these kids so damn dumb?
I mean, just look at everything now. If they're so brilliant with their so-called high IQ, how come their fucking stores are closing now?
But I was even looking at it on a spiritual level, Lisa, with the little white girl sitting up there. I keep saying, I'm telling you, what the Creator told me, I can see it clearer and clearer every day. When He said she would be the first, she would be the first. It show you how devilish that bitch is. Because they was just sitting up there smiling with their mother in Hollywood and stuff. And I'm like, wow, look at this. Becky is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Your ass then stumbled and fall, and that's how they menacing towards each other. So that's even further nailing across to them. You have no value in your neighborhood. You didn't now which we already knew about, but on a grander scale, now we seeing that all y'all do is cheat y'all way through everything and stuff. They gonna point the finger at that bitch.
Yeah, and we see not only are they inadequate, so are their children.
Mm-hmm. Dingbats.
But those are the ones that want to be over black folks, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you see the lunacy in that?
Mm-hmm. I see.
Know what came out? It doesn't even make any sense that they would be over us. They don't have any knowledge about anything. They're stupid.
You know, I was sitting here thinking also, Lisa, the little snot-nosed girl says she can't wait to get to Hollywood because she want to be in the film industry. Well, my son started his own business at 14. He's 22 now, and the only thing we bought him was a $500 camera, and he's sustaining himself. Well, black folks work really hard when you think about that shit. It's starting to piss me off. I'm just thinking about just people in my family, friends, what they went through, going to school, going to work, just to get the little crumbs that they get now. And they worked hard. And then you got a motherfucker sitting up here just cheating all the way through. And oh wow, when you really start processing it, it'll piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Yeah.
is all the more reason for some of us who got some sense to start our own shit and leave this bullshit world of indoctrination the fuck alone. It's been proven over and over that the shit's worthless now. If they gotta pay over 2.5 million to get some dumb grades, that just shows you how worthless this fucking indoctrination shit is.
Well,
And you
you
know
gotta.
what? Also I wanted to put out too, because I've taught all my children this. Make sure you tell your children don't sign shit. Because they'll see the talent in our children and they'll want them to sign stuff, because a couple of record companies have tried to get my son to sign. And he said, no, I want to be independent. They can do it. We've been doing it. So keep that in your children's frontal lobe. You don't sign shit. Don't you sign nothing. These people are stealing. They ain't gonna never stop stealing, even though they getting exposed. They gonna do it to the very end.
You got to think that this system, it can't last either, because capitalism, like the way it's going right now, it's unsustainable. Like the planet only has a limited amount of resources, and what these people are so wasteful. They'll instead of taking what they've already extracted from the earth, they keep taking raw materials. And then I find it funny how they'll take the resources from Africa to build the cell phones and the computers and everything. And then when those computers become obsolete, they just throw them right back into Africa. So then you got all these like toxic waste dumps with
Yeah.
But that shit is blowing up in their face too. When I did that video about the black snow over in the UK and stuff, that's ridiculous. It snowed and it turned like a gooky black, and I seen what you put, Lisa, where they had they trying to paint over the snow. That tickled me. You gonna try to paint over the snow and stuff? It's too massive. And that shows their greed. They don't want to go through the proper process of filtering that stuff out. They just want what they want now at the expense of their own people's health. They don't give a damn about their people.
Well, capitalism can't survive without a permanent underclass.
Right. That's why they don't want to give us reparations.
Right. The resources of the world, like raw minerals and resources, whatever, that's not running out. That's not gonna run out.
No.
But no, it's us. They want to keep us in bondage to keep capitalism going.
No, they want to keep mooching off of us for everything. And they don't want us to go anywhere, because if we get the money, they know we're leaving. And that's why Bernie Sanders is sitting there telling you no, they don't want to give you a check, because he knows they had already set this ball in motion for us to always be the permanent underclass.
And you know the funny thing is, I can't even call this bullshit capitalism, more like corporatism, because corporatism is more tied to exploitation, than the other word. All they want to do is to continue to exploit the shit out of us, just like y'all said.
But you know, the other thing I'm thinking about the timing. I love the timing is excellent with this, because you know we're talking about ADOS, and I'm glad this shit came out.
Yeah.
That just further take it to a whole nother level.
I just want to say thank you to James. Thank you, James. But you know what, Queen? It's got to come out now. Look at the time that we're in.
400 years.
And all of this stuff got to come out now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right. I mean, it came right on time, right when these 400 years are going to pop off.
Yeah, because they've been tired of hearing us for the last few weeks talking about ADOS, and when I went over there and listened to Tone Talks, I knew he was gonna jump on that shit. He exploited that so good, and we got to keep holding their feet to the fire. Just keep that energy out. Esau being exposed. Oh, that's sweet.
That's okay, because you know what, y'all? A week ago, Bernie Sanders was going around on all the shows saying, no, we should not get any checks for reparations, right? And we're a week away from that, and look at what happened.
The divine hand, Lisa.
You know, the funny thing about Bernie Sanders, like he always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know whether it's just the way he talks. I think that's probably one of the reasons I can't stand to listen to that man talk.
He's hateful, and he don't want us to have
nothing. That he got that Pharaoh nature about himself. The nature of Pharaoh. No, you're not getting no check. No, you niggers, I'll give you a program. I'll give you 10, 20, 30, but no, you're not getting no check. You know, Bernie wants us to stay at the bottom. That's he can't come.
No different than Trump.
What was that other thing that he said? What is reparations? Oh, now you want to be facetious.
You want to act stupid, right?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna show you what this shit is.
Yeah.
I wish you'd asked me that. I said, don't play dumb with me, you old fucker. Shit.
Right. Well, for one, Mike, you bring a good point up. The man is 80 years old. What the hell you want to be a president for?
I know. Yeah. He's gonna die the first day in office.
He needs to retire.
Yeah, they should put they don't have limits on how long these people can stay in Congress or whatever. Like they can keep running for re-election. So you get these people who've been in Congress for like 40, 50 years, and that's how they ensure that they keep passing on these same policies that negatively affect us.
Yeah, but one thing I want everybody to know is just watch Bernie's mannerism. The man turns beet red every time that reparations question comes up. I'm ready for the N-word flying out of his mouth.
Like everywhere he goes, we should just ask him. Like you remember that that episode of Family Guy, like when Stewie's asking Brian for his money. I think we should be like that with Bernie Sanders. Just everywhere he goes, where's my reparations? You got my reparations? Where's my reparations? Like, I think that would be funny.
Yeah, well, they already said reparations is now part of the 2020 election. It's now part of it.
But I don't want them to like distort what we're trying to do, though. That's the thing. They're already trying to destroy it.
No. That's the purpose of the new black media. We stay in control of it. You know, and that's what they don't like. Right now, we are fully controlling the narrative on ADOS. I mean, the mainstream media has no control over that.
I mean, I quite honestly, here's a reason I love it, because it's forcing them to come up with other bullshit to keep their bullshit narrative alive. And I'm also liking the fact that the shit is sinking in front of them. I'm loving that part.
Well, it's revealing a lot about them. Number one, they talked all that shit about us going back to Africa. But you notice since this reparations have come up, they ain't talking a lot of shit to black folks anymore. Because they realize we don't want to be attached to them anymore. We want our freedom. Just give us. That's why everybody is saying, just cut the check. Cut the check. You know.
Yeah, that's how I keep seeing.
Right now, ready to cut ties with them and go off and live our lives, and they're realizing this, and they don't want to let us go. They don't want to let us go, but they know they can't come out and say it.
And they're gonna
I'm going on record. I'm going on record to say this. Bernie Sanders, you put my money in a program, I'm coming to rob it. I'm telling you that now. I'm robbing that program. I'm gonna crash that program. I want my money in my pocket. I want to see it. I want to smell it. I want to swim in it. I want to buy an Escalade. Goddamn it, shit.
Well, I don't want their program. I don't want nothing that they are involved in. I just don't. I don't want nothing that they have set up as a program. No. I don't. No.
It was just a sight and time. I wake up every morning. Oh, what's popping off on the news today?
Yeah, it really is. You know, and that's the thing. I think they realize we ain't going back.
No.
Now that we're lifting up our voices about reparations, there is no going back to the way things were before.
Oh, hell no. No, the hell it's not. And I'm going to say, bye-bye, pale faces. We tried with you, but now we going to let your ass sick by your damn self.
I mean, just think about it. Once we part from them, there is no protection.
None.
There is nothing protecting them at that point.
Well, that's why they're trying to move and gentrify the neighborhoods and try to mix in with us now. That's the only reason, because they know judgment is on that ass.
Right.
You got to think too. Once we start leaving the United States, like all the enemies they done created over the years, it's going to be open season on them.
They straight exposed when you look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
They really not in a good position at all.
Nope. And then they spread all their military forces in all these different countries. Like, you have to have money to maintain that. And if enough black people leave the United States and go to other countries, like, they won't have a huge, they're going to have to keep borrowing money, number one. And number two, that'll be a tax bracket that they no longer have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So America without black people would be, first off, it wouldn't exist. And second, it would be a third world country if it ever did exist.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know what, y'all? They had a simulated World War III. The U.S., Russia, and China. They had a simulated World War III. China and Russia won. The U.S. lost.
Well, they don't have any allies.
Yeah, they just recently did this. They simulated what World War III would be like, and China and Russia kicked the U.S.'s ass in the simulation.
Beautiful.
It sure is.
Yeah, I just don't want to be here when that takes place. I'll be like, need to get out of here before that happens.
You're going to be all right. Trust me. You'll be all right.
Fine.
You're going to be fine. That's right.
So is. No need to worry.
Don't worry, bro. You're going to be in your own little Goshen at that time.
Sure is.
We're going to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. We're going to walk through the fire, bro.
You got that?
And a bad Negro.
Yeah, you know, believe me, the only ones that going to be scared during those times are the ones we're talking about right now.
Yeah, because Most High said we're gonna be tried through the fire, bro. So when that destruction comes, we're gonna walk up out of here new people, bro, new bodies.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember, their blood is going to be up to the horse's bridle.
See, on the spiritual level, it's gonna be a blood reparation. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
they got to pay for all that killing. They got to pay for it, man. This the only race of folks on the planet that ain't got a judgment yet. Think about it.
It's coming.
You know what I always think about sometimes, just in my deepest thoughts. I think about how these cops that shot so many of our folks, and I picture them with that blood on their hand. That's royal blood, because we come from a royal lineage. You can't wipe that off. You can't wipe that off. You're gonna pay for that. You ain't got away with shit. You ain't got
Wherever
away
your
with nothing.
blood was spilled, don't you know that blood cries out to the Most High
Yeah.
for vengeance?
Wow.
And I'm gonna show you how it works. Y'all remember Alton Sterling in New Orleans? I mean, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They got killed. And about a week later, guess what came? A big ass flood came down there. So the Most High fighting on our behalf, whether they gonna pay reparations or not. They gonna get this wrath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael, do you know? Back when I was in corporate America, there was this one woman. I did not get along with her. It was a white woman. She and I did not get along, right?
Right.
She had to go on a business trip. She went on this business trip. She died.
Damn.
What?
She died on the business trip.
Messing with royalty.
She died. She died in her hotel room on the business trip.
She must have been thinking some evil thoughts about you, Lisa.
And
then did they say what she died from? Was it like opioids or something?
Yeah, well, no, she was actually very overweight.
Oh man, probably had a heart attack.
Yeah, she was very.
She went up them stairs to the hotel room and
no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
staircase.
It wasn't that. She had way too much chicken that night, and they caught up with her ass.
Yeah, and they had closed the office that the afternoon of her funeral, and everybody went. I didn't go. I didn't see no point in going. I didn't even get along with her when she was alive, so I didn't go.
Sure, that's a little extra time off for yourself. Be with your family.
Yeah.
Shit. Get you some extra sleep or do whatever you want to do.
So I just sat in the office. Everybody was gone. I had to just finish up some work. I finished my work up and I left. I went home.
Wonderful.
But yeah, that's what happened to her. And I didn't get along, and she died on a business trip.
Yeah, but that jealousy they got for us, it's gonna get turned up some more. Because more and more they lose their homes and stuff, they're gonna start looking at us like, how in the hell is these niggas still surviving?
Because we didn't dealt with the worst they had to offer us, So now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. They can't handle it.
Yeah, no, they can't handle it.
No, but see, I don't feel bad for them. See, it was okay when they were humiliating our people on media. See, that was all fine and good. Now they're getting a dose of it. And no, let it stay out here and milk the shit. That's the way I see it. We need to milk it because look, how long have they been talking about R. Kelly? Damn near every day.
Sick of that shit.
Every day.
Man,
but I don't care about R. Kelly when you got Harvey Weinstein out here. When are we going to see a documentary on him?
And people keep forgetting Bryan Singer too.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about that actor was real cool with Michael Jackson? Now he done changed up his story and he gonna come out with Michael Jackson. Yeah. What's that crap name?
His white ass is broke and on drugs and all of that. And that's the nature. That's that nature that I talk about so often, that not to trust them, even the ones that act like they're so sincere and they really in your corner. Oh, they're gonna show thyself. And that's what he did. He showed his true nature.
Yeah, he sure did.
And then to show the arrogance of it, because me and Lisa talk about it, and anybody else that got channels, they'll come to your channel and they want to validate shit and say, well, I'm white and I agree with you.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah, anybody with the rip, delete that shit. I don't delete that shit. I don't allow that on my channel.
Say that one more time. I didn't get that. What you say?
a lot of white people come to our channels and they will say, I am white. And I agree with you.
No, I don't. I just block those people.
I get rid of them.
I don't fall for that. I don't care about that.
And anybody that got a wrench, you get rid of them. And if I catch anybody talking to them, I'm going to get rid of you. We don't talk to the enemy over there on my channel. We don't entertain them. See, that's their arrogance where I'm white. And I agree with you. So you're validating me. I'm royalty. I don't need your validation, your heathen ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, we don't validate nothing.
Somebody asked you a question. They said, "Is Lisa Cabrera isn't Jacob's Trouble coming up?" We in it, right? We in it.
We in it. We just ain't got to the height of it. The height of it is you got to go read about it in Second Esdras 15, chapter 15 and 16. That's when they're gonna start trying to come to our houses and spoil us. That's the height, and try to do all this killing. That's the next step. Once they lose everything, and they're gonna look at us, oh man, them niggas gaining everything. Oh, now it's pull the guns out and let's go get our shit. That's what's coming.
Yeah. That's why I got mine. I just need my concealed carry so I can carry it with me.
You don't need to go, just carry that motherfucker. Hell.
Just carry it.
Just carry that son of a bitch. I ain't got that. I carry mine.
But that's in the South. Like up here in like the Midwest, they on bullshit. I think, and I think in Chicago, you have to. It was somebody told me you had to, in order for it to be in your vehicle or whatever, you got to take it apart or something like that. Like that don't make no sense. Or whatever. Yeah. I guess if they don't know I have it, then.
Yeah, they for us to, even if we ain't got now, you can't have it loaded in your car. You can't have it the clip, or you can't have one in the chamber. Is what I'm saying. You can have the clip in it, but can't have one in the chamber.
Cause I'm like, if you gotta take it apart and you get in the shootout with somebody, what you gonna do? That? Hold on. Let me put my shit back together. Then we can, nobody's gonna do that.
Well, that's the next step. That I'm to watch. Y'all watch. You gonna see more and more though. You seeing it now on a small level, like white men attacking women at McDonald's and shit like that. These little videos and shit. That black kid.
They going in like it's like kamikaze for them. They know they didn't lost, so they putting up their last effort. This is their last hurrah. This is it.
But see, they doing it straight, on a strategy level. See, they trying to go out to soft targets like women and children.
Yeah.
And that's why we got to watch. Even though we out in public and we see our little youngsters around, I ain't saying intervene on something if they doing something stupid, but you see some fuckery, just stand there and be observant, watch that shit. Hell, it's ass whooping time, y'all. Shit, it's time. Okay. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see more and more come up.
We're the only people like who have been convinced that like not defending ourselves is normal. Like I don't understand that. Like no creature on this earth that values its survival is gonna sit there and let you abuse it.
Yeah. Well, that's because see that was the way we were controlled. It was all through fear. And using that black minister to keep us docile, and now that we're waking up, we're in a whole different phase now, and they don't know what to do about it. They don't know what to do about us now because too many of us are lifting our voices up, talking reparations, and too many of us are saying, just give us our check and let us go. They never heard us talk like that before. It's scaring the hell out of them.
It is. And I do agree with you when it comes to they want us to go against our nature because my attitude is if you slap me, I slap you.
Yeah, it's our human right to defend yourself.
They want to with impunity.
It's our human rights to defend ourselves. We don't need no rights from these fools.
No. They constantly infringe on our rights. I don't get, it doesn't make sense that we gotta have permission to defend ourselves. Like you have a right to live, in this country. Like if I'm paying taxes, I should be able to defend myself if somebody comes at me.
Remember when they shot that brother? Remember that cop shot that brother? I think it was down in Florida. He was a healthcare worker, and
Yes.
he dealt with adults with special needs.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh yeah, he had his hands up, and they still shot him.
The dude shot him. He asked him why. I don't know.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. You dusty motherfucker. You don't know. No, that's what you wanted to do. They sit up and have illusions of grandeur, shooting us, fantasizing with it and stuff.
They do that when they play video games too. If you ever, they do that all the time on video games. Like I can't tell you how many times I heard the N-word when I was online.
Yeah, my son told me about that stuff too.
Yeah, they sitting up. Yeah, I've heard about my son because he played video games, and he said you can hear them in there cussing, talking crazy and stuff. And I think about the level of violence even in their own household. They don't shut that shit off.
Yeah, we give them hell out here. True Rock.
Huh?
I said we give them hell out here on this highway, on these CB radios. They'll go out that nigga this and nigga that. And when Obama was president, boy, these white boys had a fit on that CB radio. Oh, we was niggas every day.
Look at that whole culture. All it does is promote violence. Like even in the games and the movies, in their comic books, like it's nothing but they got like a bloodlust for some reason.
But that's what I always think of. I always remember this. They don't shut that shit off. So if we ain't around, to the nature of the beast got a taste for blood. So when we ain't around, then they just, lash out on their families. The enemy will eat itself.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But one thing we got to do is we still got to fight to keep ourselves separated.
Yes, we do. Yes, we got to. Yeah, you're right about that. And we got to not let the enemy and the enemy supporters pit each other against each other. I can't emphasize that. We done seen a lot of that on YouTube. Somebody put out some little funky ass rumor that ain't true, and you gotta. That's why I say do your own thinking. It's like, you didn't conversed enough with this person. They ain't did that. I didn't have people do that. I don't even entertain it. I don't even come back to y'all with a lot of stuff because I know it's bullshit. You don't need to speak on anything. And if you do fall out behind the scenes, but be a united front.
Don't you know black pastors in Mississippi, a few of them are losing their churches because of the truth coming out?
Yeah.
That's good. That shit need to be unraveled totally.
Them churches need to be torched.
Yeah, especially they keep taking money away from the community. They're not even giving it back. Because you look at how they live, and then the people who they get their money from, you look at how they live, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, first of all, I was outraged from the time Cleflo Dollar asked for what? It was a $60 million plane.
Yeah, right. It was probably a Boeing.
And I'm like, what the hell? What kind of pastor does that? But, you got to understand, the Most High ain't in them church houses.
Lisa, was you the one that was showing that brother in there floating in the church?
Yeah, that was
he was suspended from the ceiling, right?
I seen that. I said, what the hell is Lisa showing? This Negro got cables up his ass. He in there floating in the church. I said,
that was in South Haven, Mississippi. Yep, he got a big ass church. I said, I hope that damn cable broke. Yeah, it didn't break though. Shit. Man, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, it's just entertainment once a week, like going to a concert once a week. And they do so many inappropriate things in those churches. Yeah, nobody should be in those churches.
what do they call it? Like when they have you sitting in the chair and they just making all those noises. What do they call it? Like you're sitting. They got somebody sitting. I think they're trying to get demons out of them or something like that. What is that called?
What, exorcism?
Oh, that's what that is. That shit looks funny to me. People actually believe that.
But casting out demons is real, but the way they doing it, that's
yeah,
all
that looks ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that's an act they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they're doing it for profit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But what's that other topic? Hold on 1 second here. Y'all saw them Chinese people, right? Trying to copy our style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angel Ramirez did a video on that. That's where I saw that from. I was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we start growing our beards out, right? Next thing I know,
try to do that shit too.
Yeah, they already doing it. And then we rock dreadlocks. I see white people with dreadlocks. I said, what the fuck is this?
They wear them a lot up here. Mike, these white folks, that shit look like shit to me. Look like you think it's a rat up in there or something because it's just all matted and nasty.
Look like a squirrel nest.
Mm-hmm.
And what do y'all think about hardly nobody watched Oprah's Leaving Neverland?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she keeps taking these L's. Like she gets more irrelevant with time. So.
Man, fuck Oprah, hell, her fat ass.
Yeah,
you know
I don't like her, and I don't like Gayle King.
Mm-mm.
The only reason they liked Oprah was because she was an unattractive black woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason they put her out there. You would never see them put somebody that looks good out there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She sold her soul to Hollywood because even I think what's his name, that singer from Germany, exposed Oprah, Seal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I saw a picture of him with her?
I seen it. Mm-hmm. I seen that shit last week. He was mm-hmm. She dirty.
Yeah, she is. She is. I mean, it look. You gotta look at the timing. Her revealing was just recently, right? And then now we got this university stuff going on. It's like back.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just hope it keeps up. I know it will. You know, we're in the last days, so we got to be prepared for virtually anything.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm just dying to see what else gonna happen after this moon. This what you call that, super moon?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Ooh wee! And it's on Purim too. Oh my goodness, I'm just sitting back like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the timing is impeccable.
Yes, it is.
I'm loving it.
Me too.
I'm like, boy, I don't know what you're gonna show us, but please, I'm looking forward to it.
The one thing about social media though that I like is the fact that they're just that bold to show their ass the way they do. Like before that, they weren't doing it as much, but like with social media, I think they think that because they can have a fake like username and they can hide their face, that nobody can find them.
I feel you on that. But yeah, but James, it been going on. It just that when Facebook got kicked off and you can video live that shit, that's what really went off. I think it really got to catch it on when you can go live and it's like you're a reporter. You're going live. Watch this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like I said to True Royal, I said, see, social media is going to be good for us, but bad for them.
Sure
and they did it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many times you gonna shoot yourself in the foot? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, and they don't, and their tactics don't never change. I mean, we
Yeah,
know
they
all
keep doing the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, damn, can you come up with something new?
No, they
No.
They
can't.
lack creativity.
They keep. That's why everything is at our fingertips. We know what they're gonna do before they do it. So, on our end, what we need to do is keep studying the beast. And we gonna already know, oh, you didn't already made that move, but way back when, blah 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 blah, whatever.
You know,
That ain't working either.
and that's the thing. We ain't even fearing their retaliation anymore.
No.
I mean, nobody's even fearing their retaliation.
We got to go back to Miss Flowers. What you gonna shoot me? I said, whoa, wait a minute, sis. That white boy face turned ass red.
But when you just been reduced down to a gun, just shoot. I mean, that's all they know what to do is get a gun and shoot up the school.
They
Shoot
act like
black.
we can't do it back to them though. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, that's what. But boy, they don't know what's coming for their ass though. That's the. I mean, whew, the divine hand ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah, all of that. Oh, we do this to you, but you don't do nothing back. That's about to come to an end.
yeah.
Even that's got an expiration date.
Yeah.
But first, before we do all that, we got to get rid of the coons first. Like, they got to go first.
Immediately.
Yeah, we got to shed that unnecessary weight.
Yeah. It's white folks listening to this damn panel right now. And I'm telling you, white folks, you better tell them cops quit killing black men. Most High gonna send a tornado wide as New Jersey. Keep playing. Keep playing. You gonna find out. You'll find out. We're gonna watch you on the news crying. I lost everything. I lost my house, my dog, my cow. Yeah. It's real.
Yeah. Yeah. They put on them waterworks real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's what they're going to do when they get, and that's what they're probably going to do with these parents. They're going to try to put them in front of the camera for public.
And make them cry, yeah.
So they can have an opportunity. I was only trying to help my dumb daughters.
They did that last tornado. They tried to do that shit. That shit didn't work. I said, look at that. They trying to get some sympathy with these little dried up heathens. That shit ain't working. That's what has gotten us in trouble because we got compassionate hearts. Snap yourself up out of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we at war. Shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, don't be surprised in the coming weeks they put the parents on, on TV, and they have their lawyer sitting there and they trying to, cry in front of the camera. So I'm sorry. I just wanted the best for my dumb daughters. That's all I wanted.
Now that's when we do need a group of folks out there with their signs. Cheaters.
You know what we should do? We should go out there and just put, we should go out there and put a microphone in their face. So how do you feel about getting caught cheating? Like just be like the paparazzi just in their face.
Mm-hmm. Don't you come from a long line of dumb people?
A long line.
Mm-hmm. A long line.
It runs in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you forgive?
You forgive? I agree. When they say they sorry, say I do agree with you. You one sorry motherfucker. We ain't gonna make it easy at all.
Yeah. That's why
I really do. I really do think we need our own tabloids for these politicians and people that do stuff like that, and just get real embarrassing photos of them, and just write articles about them. We need to do that because they do that to us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing that right now, bashing the shit out of them. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hell yeah.
We do. Because I was almost at the break of listening about R. Kelly. They were just milking that dry. It was like, okay, how much R. Kelly can we listen to?
Mm-hmm.
Hey James, did you hear about Russell Westbrook?
What happened with him?
Well, at the basketball game in Utah, a white man told him, once you do what only thing you good enough is getting on your knees like you used to, or something. He said something like that in that order.
Yeah, didn't
Or
he get hit or something like that?
No,
Russell went off on his ass.
Joe did. I was reading about that too.
You know, that's another thing that bothers me about how they treat these athletes. It's like these people are fans. They don't have the actual talent to be an athlete, and they feel like they own these athletes. Like that really gets under my skin. Like when he left Cleveland to go to Miami, they were burning his jerseys and doing the most. Like they feel like they own these athletes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I wish our men would get out of there anyway. You know, I know they're not, but
I would love to see the day football teams and basketball teams just get up and walk. Because them college students showed they ass something 3 years ago, and stuff. They said they weren't playing no football, and then the coaches, they was like, "Well, we stand with them." Yeah, you don't have no choice. You can't stop it.
I think that was in Missouri. That was in Missouri where those black football players walked off because they was getting, they was saying racial slurs toward them. In the good old SEC.
And then the president of the school had to resign and everything like that. They was talking about what they weren't going to do. Yeah. They wasn't going to do. They was looking at their bottom line, their coins, which was their coins because they exploiting them.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We are really the fuel of what's holding this whole society together. It's the Black community. And they know it. Like I said, that's why they don't want to let us go. And you got, bro, I can't give you a check because you're going to leave the plantation if I give you a check.
Oh, what they have here? Angry dad brings a loaded AK-47 to son's school after son called crying that his teacher slammed him. Damn, brother wasn't playing.
What? That was a brother?
Yeah. Yeah. Father brings an AK-47 to school after son called crying that his teacher slammed him.
See? Man. Told you. I just said that a while ago. They fucking with them children.
I sent it to you, Mike. That happened down in Florida.
Oh, what the fuck is going on in Florida?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's always something going on in Florida. Like,
yeah, ain't that where that girl got her hair snatched out?
I think so.
See what I'm talking about?
Are they still trying to give these teachers loaded guns, or did they finally quit with that?
I ain't heard them talk about it.
No,
yeah, because I feel like they probably doing something behind the scenes.
They're still trying to get those guns to teachers. Yes, that hasn't changed.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, even though they're not. Yeah, you're right. Even though they're not talking about it, the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
They'll talk about something for 5 minutes and people think it stopped happening.
No. The enemy is always up to no good.
Yeah. Believe me, we would impact every single industry if we left out of here.
Oh yeah.
It's way more than just sports and entertainment. I mean, America they would fall. If we actually all walked away, this place would fall.
That's the same with this trucking industry. It's more black men and black women doing this than our white counterparts. Sure is.
I see a lot of black female bus drivers now too.
Yeah, you're right, James. I see that too.
My mother was a bus driver up here in San Francisco. They paid him pretty damn good money too.
I think they make like 27 in Chicago. Like CTA, they make like 27 an hour. I think something like that.
My mother, well, she ended up being an inspector in the end. She cleared $100,000 a year, just doing the inspect work. She just took the test, and she said that work was easier than driving a bus. You just keep up with the bus schedules. If there's an accident, you put an accident report together, and and that's pretty much it. And my mother liked working. She used to like working the graveyard. She loved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like working at night.
I like working at night because there's no traffic. But
I like working by myself.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, y'all, I think we just gotta be alert
Mm-hmm.
and stay on top of what's going on.
Yes.
And and we just keep pushing the agenda for our reparations. We don't let up when it comes down to that.
No. Mm-mm.
They need to hear this from us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it like I said, it don't matter if they say yes or no, because at the end of the day, we win.
Yeah. Like I was telling KD last night, because I'm gonna change up my verbiage. We know the beginning of our story, and we know the ending of their story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why we got to keep it up. We got to keep the pressure on and let them know we ain't going nowhere. This message is going to be there whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only course we need to stay on, y'all. And I intend on staying on it.
Me too. I thank those Beckys for doing their job. The enemy is on point.
This incident just made it that much easier.
It made it so sweeter. Ooh.
It sure did. That's why I'm loving it. Next one that comes on my channel talking about some low IQ, I'm gonna be slapping them around with this one.
Yeah, we're gonna run their ass. Y'all on the world stage, the biggest embarrassment on the planet.
Yeah.
You got a dumbass president.
Yeah.
Dumbass white kids in college.
Lisa was telling me overseas they talking about this shit. They doing articles about this shit overseas.
Yeah.
You're so dignified.
The black media, the new black media, y'all are reaching overseas too, because a lot of people watch y'all overseas. I be reading the comments.
Yeah, all you got to do is check your analytics on your channel, and they'll have a world map, and you can really see who's watching you and what videos they like to watch. It's quite interesting. When I started really checking that, have you checked yours out, Lisa?
Yes.
It's quite interesting. You're like, they watching us.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're even repeating the things that we say. That's how you know. And if we do a story, all of a sudden they jump up, and next thing you know, they're doing the story.
That's good. Get that word out.
So they're really watching us. They're watching us very closely.
You'd be surprised. Some of the most remote parts of the country, people are watching us.
Yes.
And that's a good thing. And it's cleaning up our image. That them lies they told all those years. It's just cleaning up our image.
With that, when they was doing all them barrage of phone calls, and Lisa had did a video about that, saying that people from overseas said, "I see what's going on now, They messing with y'all."
Yeah, they thought we was lying.
Yeah,
they knew we wasn't lying. They just got exposed.
Stuff like that. That's one thing. When it comes down to our oppression, we don't make nothing up about it.
I started seeing that shit come out, and then my folks here in Oakland, because the lake is about 10 minutes from me, and they was out there doing the electric slide. I said, "Oh shit, this shit then popped off like this."
They were doing the electric slide.
Yeah, they was out there dancing at the yeah, black folks was out there playing what? Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yeah.
And I was mad because I said, shit, I would have been down there. I seen people, a couple of people I knew in passing, hadn't seen in years, just looking. I said, oh, that's so-and-so. And And then the funny part was some Mexicans caught Barbecue Becky at the Oakland airport with her double belly and her double belly wife getting their ass up out of Oakland. People were sending me her address. I had to keep taking it off my channel. I don't send me no damn addresses. And so that bitch ran. And I said, look at this. This is classic. Every time they get caught, they run. They shut down their social media and the different memes of her. I said, damn, they wearing her ass out.
That's our young folks. See, they mean with them. They mean with it now. Our young folks, boy, they something else now.
I love it, and don't be trying to hold them back either.
Who knew? They can, they can draw up some shit real quick on your ass.
They sure can. I love it. I love backing them up 100%.
Like LVZ with that plate of chicken. That was funny.
Oh, Lord, LVZ. And then when he put up his when he Photoshop his shit, he don't even try to do it right. He just slap it on. That shit had me screaming with that plate of chicken. I had to run that night. I seen that. I said, this boy done lost it.
Oh, Lord. About him. He threw that stuff together like it's nothing.
And he said, you want me to clean it up, Auntie? I said, no, you stay your original self. What you doing is you doing good. You stay original. Yeah, because we might have to use that plate of chicken again. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, we may have to bring that out quite a few times.
Yes.
Oh, Roland got another live stream going on. I see.
I think tonight Yvette gonna be over there doing a live stream. I hope so. Well, she's hotter than
Whose channel she gonna be on?
I think tonight she gonna be on her own channel.
Oh,
if
okay.
If she not gonna be on there, she gonna be on Antonio. I'm waiting for Yvette because I know she gonna wear their ass out. I know she gonna wear their ass out on that college stuff. She's a good researcher too. She bring up good data, real good data.
Oh yeah, she go by that data real hard. I love that woman. When you put me on her, I fell in love with her. I said, "Oh, I like this woman."
Mike was over there. Mike said, "Soon as this is over with, you call me." He said, "There's some layers to this shit." It had him thinking all kind of stuff. It was hotter than a firecracker over there and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I love about it. Like what we miss, somebody else will bring up some shit, and like, damn, I didn't think of that. I got to add that in there. Oh, I didn't think of this. I got to add this in here. Like, yeah.
Yeah, filling those gaps. Yeah, we all doing it. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, Elizabeth Warren is talking about this college scandal.
But I want to add before we get up out of here, Lisa, you slayed this morning. Shit. Oh, that was the hottest hangout I ever seen. She said, I'm gonna milk this. And she kept going in. And I said, well, how much longer this shit gonna last? And stuff. Somebody felt that somewhere.
Lisa, you helped me get another 100 miles down the road with that hangout. I was laughing my ass off. I said,
that was one of the best. I'm like everybody else. Even though I make videos, I'm going back and watch that shit again. That was a good one.
Yeah, well, that's still up.
That was a good one. I love that one. Man, you said you was gonna bring it, and you did. You did it.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to try to bring it again because tomorrow I'm going to hear what some of these other folks are talking about. I see now more folks are, making comments on it. I'm going to go in there and listen to all these different politicians and people that are talking about this.
Yeah, I'm going to watch CNN News. Like I said last night, all through the morning too. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. They was on CNN panel after panel after panel. I said, they didn't lit some shit up. People was coming from different universities and stuff. And they was just, you could see that look in Esau's eye. Oh shit. The old shit look. I said, I used to see that shit at work. That shit used to tickle me. something would, they would bust a hydraulic hose, or they would do a concrete pour and blow out a wall, and about 1,000 gallons of concrete be everywhere. Oh, I would love that shit. And Esau just be walking around real fast and stiff. I said, look at them, trying to get their shit together and stuff. One time they asked me to go down there and help shovel the concrete. I said, I don't shovel concrete. I'm a welder. I'm just here when shit, some metal. I glue metal together and stuff. It was like, well, you shoveled it the other time. Well, I didn't ask your ass to blow 1,000 gallons of concrete. You deal with that shit on your damn self. Had them Mexicans out there just shoveling. Oh, they make you sick. Oh, they break down standards.
Well, that's all I see down here in South Georgia and Florida is Mexicans out there picking their goddamn fruit.
Sure, you've seen the video. Remember the videos Lisa did, and them Mexicans that left them farms. Them damn farmers wouldn't even try. They just go in the house. Oh, I'm dead. I'm killing myself. I can't pick this shit. That's it. Where's the gun? I said, wow, you give up like that? Oh, wow. I was watching that. I said, these people weak.
Yeah. I mean, look, the only reason why they have ruled the world the way that they have is because of the gun. We all seen how they fight when they don't have a gun in their hand.
Oh, yeah. Look, Jason Van Dyke. He looked pitiful than a motherfucker. Pitiful.
Yeah.
His wife thought she was going to accomplish something.
Yes. You remove that gun, they really can't. They can't defend themselves.
No, they can't.
They really can't.
She thought she was going to get her husband out talking hard. They in there beating his ass. Somebody get their ass beat all the time in jail. Black folks were saying all type of stuff. And then when I was reading the comments on Facebook, even the white folks jumped in. They said, y'all some selfish people. You killed a kid. Your husband killed a child, and he's not a cop.
Right.
He's a murderer.
Convicted murderer. Okay. He got a felony and he murdered someone. That's not a cop.
But you know what? I still say this. Somebody was doing him a favor.
Yes.
Said, I'm gonna put him in minimum security, favoritism, and get your ass whooped. And somebody said, is that dude that killed Laquan McDonald?
Yeah.
We're gonna beat the lining out his ass. And it wasn't as big as they made it out to be when Lisa was talking about, but that dude in danger. He can't take a shit without watching his back. Can you imagine that?
Hold on. Miss 48 Diva 50 said Mexicans do all the work that black people won't do.
That's
what the
true.
Yeah, we built this motherfucker.
That's not true.
They blocked her ass. Good job. That's some bullshit.
She got the pimp hand.
No, that's not true. That crap came out of mainstream media.
Sure did. I worked with Mexicans. You got some that work good, some work in between, and some work bad. They make them all out like they super beings.
Yeah. Sure do.
Yeah. So that shit ain't working either.
Did you get any more information on Paul Manafort?
Paul Manafort? Let me get an update. I know when I was the last time I listened, his wife was all pitiful and he was talking about he needed to be at home with his wife and he apologized. And they so disingenuous. All that shit, his lawyers come out. No collusion. I said, y'all not humble at all. Let's see. So he got 7.5 years. And then you were telling me, Lisa, then he's got to deal with this real estate shit. So he got some more stuff coming down on him. But 7.5 years ain't shit. Because I keep saying, if people study I mean, very old history of America that's high treason against the country. They would kill you back then. They would get a gun squad and just say, "Oh, this is what you did against the country. We're gonna blast you." That the shit that Trump and them doing, that's what they used to do to them. But that's basically what's going on with him. Is they just taking him from state to state for his shit, you know. And the judge reprimanded him and said that you're disingenuous. Now you want to apologize? But the judge was fake too, because the judge only, gave him 3 years. So that added on to the other judge, which made it 7.5. And they saying Trump going to um what do you call that? Grant him clemency eventually. And it was just talking about the money they didn't have, and they did the money he didn't have, and he didn't lost property and all of that. Yeah, see when they talk about they kind of broke, they probably got 10 million somewhere stuffed someplace. You know, so we have to understand that when they get to crying about that shit, it ain't our kind of broke. Because when we say we broke, we fucking broke. It ain't nothing around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mexicans do the jobs that black people won't do. Hell, we picked this shit for the last 200 years. We ain't picking nothing else. Hell, the fuck you mean?
Mm-hmm. Run me my
That shit
check.
burn. Ooh. Yeah, you better be glad we left your people some jobs to do. Hell, coming over here illegally, bastard.
Mm-mm-mm. At the end of the day, Esau don't like y'all ass. You think they like you. I done said that a many a day at work. I said it a many a day. I said y'all doing all that ass kicking, kissing with them white. They don't like y'all ass. They don't like your people.
Mm-mm. They gonna have to learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
Our time of trying to assimilate and get along, that's done. We
Mm-hmm.
got 5 centuries of proof on why we should be separating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we can't be concerning ourselves with them, not unless it's going to impact us in a negative way. We need to just focus on the ADOS, keep getting the word out, keep going back to Black history, so
Mm-hmm.
you know what happened to our ancestors, and see, we have every right to be asking for reparations.
Mm-hmm. Demanding. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Amen. All
Yeah.
right, y'all. I'm glad you all came.
All right.
It sure brought out a lot of things about a lot of people in this hangout, as far as people just because they are wealthy, they're getting in these colleges and they're not even eligible to be there.
Mm-hmm.
They've been
Mm-hmm.
playing these games for a very long time up in here.
Mm. Sweet juicy news. Lord have mercy.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is. All right, y'all. You have a nice
All
night
right.
wherever you are. And everybody on the panel, thank you for coming.
All right. Let me shut this down.
Yeah. Shalom, family.
Okay.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right.
Let's see here. What's going on here?
Okay.
Facebook is